You're about to watch another exciting episode of the Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? Tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. Hope to see you there.
Welcome, Watchers. You can borrow the power of a god and influence the journey of our adventurers. Join forces with other Watchers to drop a force of nature or a force of cosmos into our world. A trap, an advantage, a monstrous predator, or a portal to another dimension, where everyone is a talking sock hand? Force cards are unlocked level by level, each one increasing in power. You may dip your toe in godhood by purchasing a seed of nature or a spark of cosmos that will increase your force's strength. Or you may harness even greater power and purchase a mote of nature or a mote of cosmos and propel your force even faster to the next highest tier. Should you choose to affect the story of our adventurers, you can do so by using our custom extension to choose which side you're on, and maybe even help or hinder the player's dice rolls with an advantage or disadvantage while you're there. Use your powers wisely, Watchers.
Oh my god!
Hello! Welcome back, everyone, to the Dungeon Run.
Chaos at the table tonight.
Yeah, chaos, already chaos, and we just started. We're back tonight with episode 8.
Woo!
So we're going to start with intros around the table. Hi, I'm Ron Ogden. My pronouns are he, him.
Hi, my name's Kjack, and my pronouns are he, him.
Is this popcorn style? Okay.
Sure, why not?
Hi, I'm Jess. I play Saint. Her pronouns are she, her. Morgan.
Hi, everybody. Morgan Peter Brown here. I'm playing Valcorio tonight and most nights, and both our pronouns are he, him.
I'll go next.
Do it!
My name is Surena Marie. I'm playing Otto, Octavius Boxcutter. My pronouns are she, they. Otto's pronouns are he, they.
Woo!
I'm a boy.
Hashtag I'm a boy.
Yeah. I'll go because the camera's over here.
Do it! Make it easier for Sean.
Yeah, sorry, Adam.
Adam, get ready.
I'm Kari Cartwright, pronouns she, they. I'm playing KoKo Aldershadow, pronouns she, they.
Whoop, whoop. Adam.
And then there's Cristobal de la Cruz. Both Cristobal and myself, Adam Slemon, are he, him.
If you hadn't noticed, Jared's back.
Yay! Put away your magic items. Act like nothing happened.
So welcome back, Jared.
I saw that part.
Wait, are you admonishing me right now?
No, it's fine.
You identify shaming?
I'll be Papa Kjack.
Papa Kjack. True. It is September here on Twitch, which means you can save up to 30% on this month on all subscriptions. So consider it, please. And then I also want to remind everyone, thanks to the wonderful Adam Slemon, we have the Dungeon Rush. So make sure to check that out, get caught up, so you can be with us live here on Twitch. Morgan.
Yes.
I think it's your turn.
Indeed it is. As always, we are here with our lovely friends with Two Kings Entertainment. Yay! TwoKingsFilms.com. That is right. They, as I mentioned last week, currently have a wonderful show happening on Friday nights on their Dragons and Things network. That's twitch.tv/DAT network, called Vantom, which is a Pathfinder 2e show with an amazing cast. Adam Rady, James Rodehaver. Let's see who else was on there. Our friend Erica Fermina is on there, and lots of other amazing folks, so check that out Friday nights. Also, we are sponsored by the lovely people at Die Hard Dice!
Yeah!
Purveyors of some of the prettiest dice in the land and some of the nicest folks. They've got collapsible dice trays, dice bags. I highly recommend what they call their Dire D20s. They're slightly oversized, like metal D20s. They're really great, easy to read, which is always nice. But yes, so beautiful, stunning designs. They have some that look like stained glass. I highly recommend. But right now, if you go to dieharddice.com and enter our discount code Dungeon Run, no space, capital D, capital R, Dungeon Run, you can get 10% off on us. Jessica,
Yes, thank you. Hello. So, hi. There are 3 ways to support our show. Well, there's probably a lot of ways, but the top 3 ways are, number 1, sharing the show with your friends and family to grow our family, our community. Number 2, by interacting with our Twitch channel with our wonderful motes and sparks, as you've seen in the introduction video. And number 3 is we are funded in part by Patreon, by our lovely patrons. And if you go to patreon.com/thedungeonrun, you can see everything that you get, all of the perks, and one of them is you get access to the Dungeon Cooldown, which is our companion show on Mondays where we do deep dives into character backstory, and this week we had Morgan and Surena, and they went over, I believe, keeping secrets as characters.
We definitely talked a lot about secrets. Yeah.
I did not see it because so I didn't see any secrets.
Well, I mean, I failed all insight checks on Otto.
Did you should I go watch it so I can learn your secrets, or?
I mean, you can.
I mean, you should.
Okay. I'm sold.
Give any?
No pressure.
Yeah.
Were any secrets given away?
No.
Okay. That's clearly a yes.
And that's a failed deception.
That is absolutely.
Very low DC.
Patreon is also a wonderful way for us to communicate directly with you on what you'd like to see in the show. So we are going to be asking, or maybe we already have asked, about what your opinion on things that you'd like to see, and we should be introducing some new perks soon.
Woo, yeah.
Speaking of new perks,
Yes,
Yes, Dad.
force cards have changed. So we are now doing force cards to where they roll over from episode to episode. So in the last episode, Tier 1 Force of Nature and Tier 1 Force of Cosmos both went off, and I believe we're
We are
close.
96% of the way
Yeah.
to our next level 2 Force of Cosmos, and we are 35% away to our first level 1 Force of Nature.
Cool. And you might be asking yourself, what's Force of Cosmos and what's Force of Nature? Well, I'm glad you asked yourself that question so I could answer it, because I've been reading your mind this entire time. This is an interactive show. So not only are these Force cards Watchers' suggestions, but also they affect the actual storytelling in the show. You can also give your favorite players advantage or your least favorite player disadvantage, I suppose.
You can also give advantage and disadvantage to us as well,
Yes.
in case we are your least favorite.
Yes, if you want to give them a fighting chance.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do that, please.
And now you can use Twitch bits, right?
Yep.
To purchase said items. So there's a little dongly dingly thingy on the right side of the screen.
It's a technical term.
It's under
Yeah.
the About tab on our Twitch.
And it's under the About tab underneath.
Dingly dongly.
What Morgan just said. I think I've thoroughly butchered this.
No, you're doing great.
Yeah.
That week off. That week off.
Yeah.
No notes.
I got a lot of sun.
I think we all have here, and that's actually a good point. In case it happens, there have been some identifiers of maybe rolling blackouts here in LA. We are, on average, I think 102, 103 this week.
Yeah.
Are they brownouts or blackouts?
What's the difference between a brownout and a blackout?
No.
Brownouts when the power surges, I believe. I think blackouts is when the power just cuts.
Rolling, the
So it's a
Department of Power is like rolling blackouts to
Yes.
conserve energy across the city.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fun times.
Very fun. So if we happen to all of a sudden just cut out, we'll be back as soon as the power company lets us on. So that being said, I think we're ready. Do you want to do it?
Shall I?
Please.
Let's enter the storm.
We begin with a recap of a dream. Last time, right before we ended the show, our group was gathered around the heart tree at the tree at Hearthome. And as they joined Olivar in a cleanse ritual, they began to dream. You awaken darkness, emptiness for eternity. Then there is chaos, rolling mayhem in all directions forever as you take in the madness. You spy a single dot of order, as if within the deluge there is a cave. You move toward the cave, its feeling of safety growing and growing, engulfing the chaos until you are among the stars, floating. You notice Freda and Olivar. You realize now she is sharing her dream. She draws your attention to the beings surrounding you. You struggle to maintain sight on them, but you can feel them. The gods, Bahatha, Thasha, Aetha, Lumbra, all of them. But there is something new. Inmixed among the gods, opposite of Thasha, is a giant serpentine, scaly beast with 4 almandine eyes that glow like the stars within a galaxy. An impossibly large, 2-headed dragon. It is untenable for you to look upon them for too long, but you can sense their power and emotions. A heated discussion is brewing. Thasha is angered over some calamity. The dragon in opposition to the solution proposed. They disagree over the paths forward. The other gods' opinions drowned out by the power of these two. Then you notice it. You aren't the only ones watching. All around you are innumerable presences, spectators to this discussion. They appear to divide themselves between the gods, deciding which path forward is strongest. Pain grows as your presence lingers until you feel a sense of hope and promise. A warmth washes over you as you begin to sleep again. And just as your eyes close, you hear a single phrase, Olivar, and you awaken. And when you awaken to a scream from Olivar, as a giant bee-looking wasp busts its way out of the druidic tree, stabbing Olivar in the lower sternum and pulling his soul from his body. And as that happens, as his scream, he shrinks and shrivels into a wooden figure falling to the ground. The rest of you, very aware and awake, notice the skull floating just above Val. One eye green, one eye purple. It flashes and blinks twice and falls to the ground. Around you, you hear screams. The Ramhidi screaming and bleating as they too are inundated with these wasp bee hybrids, all busting from the trees around them. Ursakka, moving to grab their weapons to defend their homeland, are also slain. Their souls pulled and sucked into these bee hybrids as all of them, including the one with Olivar's soul, burst in the direction of the heart of the Darkwood. And that is where we will begin.
Whoa.
Not every single Ursakka gets hit by a bee. What he's trying to, and that was very good.
Thank you.
What he's trying to paint the picture of is that there is chaos all around you, pandemonium, and there are Ursakka that are grabbing weapons to go to defend Ursakka that are being attacked by these bees.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is a handful of Ursakka. No Ramhidi seem to be, other than Olivar himself. It is a handful of Ursakka that are, unfortunately.
And when Olivar drops to the ground, you see the look of sheer terror wave over the faces of the Ramhidi that are present. And they've always kind of huddled together for safety, but looked to Olivar for guidance. And now that he's no longer present, you can see sheer terror in their eyes. And they look like they're about ready to bolt.
Another very important thing you notice is, of the Ursakka who are stabbed and souls sucked from their body, they do not turn wooden. Their bodies fall limp in the grass with holes below their sternum.
That was the question I had. And when Olivar's soul was taken, you said that he turned into a wooden figure. How big is that figure?
It is probably a small version of his medium size. So he's significantly shrunk, but it's clearly, it almost looks like it's a carved wooden figure of Olivar about your size.
Oh, it's my size, so I
So
can't
down to like
take it.
3 feet tall. or
Yeah,
something.
Right.
yeah.
Safety.
He's about half the size he was prior.
Are the bees bolting or the wasps?
I mean, some of them, Ursakka, are able to, make attacks against certain bees and prevent them from taking everyone. But as soon as enough of them seem to have gathered souls, they, as a group, fly deeper into the Darkwood.
I'm going to. Slay is still on my shoulder. I'm going to
Oh, yeah.
tele-
You named it Slay.
Yes.
Love it. Love that.
telepathically to Slay. I'm going to tell him to fly far above the canopy, but watch them and follow them, and return to me when they have stopped.
Slay. Slay!
Quietly.
Flies up to the top of the canopy and follows the line. And are you using your own eyesight?
There's too
So
much
just
else going.
telepathic.
Yes, exactly.
You get the feeling of fast. You get the feeling that they are quickly disappearing from his view, and he seems to request if he should follow
Go.
or stay.
Yep, go.
So he bolts and follows.
Yep.
They are moving slightly faster than he is. He will eventually, does give you that feeling that how far is the telepath?
Only
100
100
feet.
feet. Yeah, no. I just want him to go find where they land and then come back and let me know.
Okay, so after about 100 feet, you lose that telepathy, and he doesn't return.
Saint will rush forward towards the wooden figure of Olivar and do a religion check.
All right, make a religion check.
Do you have the thing?
Which
The
thing?
dashboard?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we have got a couple of. Before we get to that, we've got a couple. You have advantage, Saint, from Goofus McDorkle.
Thank you, Goofus.
Thank you, Goofus McDorkle. We've also got 2 seeds of nature, one from Svedneti and one from Tapartos. We also have a spark of cosmos from Tapartos, and also a seed of nature from unknown axiom. Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I rolled a 13.
13. So as you're examining this wooden figure, it's clear to you that this is not a normal aspect of the bee stinging him. This is clearly some sort of maybe a cocooning that he has a last-ditch effort to maybe save himself.
Olivar.
It definitely feels like he's preserved his body.
Interesting. So there's no direct correlation with the stinging. That I
As far as you can tell, no. It appears that this is a magical effect that he has. A primal effect. We need to clarify about magic because not all magic is arcane. We usually prescribe to the primal, divine, and arcane types of magic. This is clearly to you a primal magic effect.
Okay, got it.
Val is frozen in place, basically locking eyes with the skull that's still floating there in front of him. Like,
It falls to the ground after all of this happens.
Otto runs to the wooden Oliver, and begins to try to drag his wooden body inside.
Make a strength check.
Well, I can help you, so.
Oh, well then
Yeah.
you don't need to. Easily able to, the two of you, drawing to him inside the house.
Cristobal turns to KoKo and says, the Ramhidi look like they're about to bolt. How do you contain animals? How do you keep them? Like when we're on the ranch, you have a small dog that will run in circles around them and keep them in place.
I've never been on a ranch, but yes, I think I can have a word with them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go.
Yeah, and I'm going with you.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Okay, great.
Val is slowly kicking the skull on the ground, like
Kicking.
just kind of nudging it with his toe, like, what's going on there? What's happening?
It is no longer glowing and floating. It is just the skull with wisps of hair.
I think Val's afraid to lock eyes with it, and so he'll literally like walk around it, pick it up, and stuff it in his bag again.
Can I ask how many Ramhidi are? Oh, I'm sorry, you rolled.
Oh, I did. No, it's good. I rolled so bad.
But Saint's helping. So.
Yeah, with
Yes.
Saint's help, it was easy for you to both get that into.
So we were able to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
How many Ramhidi are?
There's 19 left after Capre and Olivar are separated from the pack. At this point, there's a lot of pandemonium happening with the Ursakka, and you actually see Grenlick come from behind a tree, and his claws are completely covered in bug guts. And he looks around. Where is Freda? What do we do? And he starts to just run forward towards where the bees are at.
Mighty Claw, wait! You can't go off by yourself. Where is Freda?
Freda seems still touching the tree, locked in her dream state. But when Grenlick yells her name, she comes out and sees what's around her and screams in horror at what she is witnessing, but then realizes that she is not alone and catches herself and says, quickly, we must huddle into the building. Everyone inside!
Get inside where it's safe!
And she begins to, noticing you two heading towards the Ramhidi, she also joins you and, please,
Is he dead?
No, he's fine. We will figure all of this out. First, we need to get you safe. Come with us. Yes?
Yes.
Come with us. And she begins to sort of herd them around, sort of looking at both of you expectingly.
Yeah, and I got the right flank.
And I start,
no.
I start kind of lassoing my rope.
What are you doing? No, put that away.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
KoKo, how dare you?
Please. And she begins, they all seem a little, the Ramhidi seem a little, obviously very fearful and confused, but when they're starting to be given directions, they're still obviously very scared, but move towards
Several of the older females are openly weeping. It's the children that seem more like they are confused and are contemplating bolting.
Same, kids, same. I like as they're all herding everybody and getting in there. I will basically stand behind Mighty Claw, make sure he doesn't run off. I don't want him to run off solo and do something stupid.
Drek is there as well, Ursoon as well. Ursoon seems more worried about and staying close to Freda as they move into the building.
Ursoon is.
Ursoon,
Okay, great.
yeah. And Drek seems strangely disconnected to what's happening, almost as if he's moving around and being able to give orders and able to listen to orders, but there's a distance in his eyes.
So KoKo kind of notices that, so kind of signals to Cristobal to
I got it.
finish. Got it. And goes to Drek and Drek? Are you okay?
No,
That was scary, wasn't it?
now I know where my brother is.
What do you mean?
When you touch him, he jumps a bit as I did, and he goes to his corner and he picks up that maul that a maul that's in the corner, like the one he had that he broke to use in the past, and he sort of puts it on his back and begins to gather his things, and he says, "I am not staying here." And Freda says, "Drek, you know our ways. If you leave, you are weakening us. You might as well be killing more of us if you leave." And he looks at her and says, "Freda, I just got back, and it happened again. Now I know what has happened. I must find him." And Freda says, "Ursoon, talk to sense into your brother here." And Ursoon says, "You must stay, Drek. You must stay here."
We can't just let them leave. They're the souls of our brothers and sisters.
Freda says, "Grenlick, I understand your anger. We must understand what we are facing before we run off into the Darkwood. We already don't know anything."
And he rips apart one of the tree, just takes a limb and just rips it right off with his claws.
I know you all, yes. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I am following them right now with Slay, and I gesture to where the bird was and no longer is. He will return with their location and maybe some intel that we can speak of.
All of us spoke of you as the Stormborn. I trust his
He told us the same. I mean, we don't really know more than that. It's just something that
Perhaps you being here is a unfortunate boon. I must protect my people. This is the greatest chance we have to survive in such a desolate landscape. Might I press upon you to follow them and find out what is happening? Bring me information so I might be able to discern what is going on.
Can it be reversed? You're magic. You know magic.
And she walks over to Olivar's body. And
That's where Otto is, like, standing over him.
When she gets close to you, you can see. Roll an insight check.
Sure.
Doesn't even look.
No, I'm looking at my thing.
She put some stank on it.
she have
too,
any
so- Oh yeah, thank you. KoKo. Nope. Octavius. You have advantage from Goobus McDorkle.
Oh, thank you. Okay. And what did you say? Is it insight?
Insight.
Great. That is a 14.
As she approaches Olivar's wooden husk,
Yeah.
you can see that she is barely keeping it together.
Yeah.
You've already seen her kind of lose it quickly and then sort of shore it up. But she, especially as she looks at Olivar, she is quite distressed here. It's not just fear for her family, it's fear in general, existential type of fear. And as she bends down and places her hand on Olivar, I think he saved himself, preserving his body. He must have known instinctually when it occurred.
Does it feel like he's still in his body?
No, there is no life in this wooden husk. I assume. I did not see what occurred. Can you describe what you saw?
The trees burst open, a bunch of very large wasps came out,
They were
and
huge.
a big ol' stinger in the chest.
And it sucked.
It just took his
a
life.
light.
It was
out of
blue.
him.
Blue.
And
Right.
you've seen this before.
We have seen the results, and as she says that, there seem to be Ursakka who are pulling in some of the bodies of the other Ursakka. And Kjack turns away as they enter, as he sees the same gaping wound below the sternum that he described of his brother. And she says, I never imagined. You say wasps? Giant wasps?
Yeah, and they move together as if they had orders. So, do they work for something? Like, what are they? You said, I'm sorry, was it Mighty Claw? Was it Drek saying, this has happened before?
We have found these bodies, and we've heard of the buzzing. We've heard the buzzing in the woods, but we only accounted them as giant bees. They tend to help keep the forest alive.
Usually for good.
Yes, usually ignoring us and making sure that the flowers are pollinated and the trees are kept alive.
These
were
weren't
not
normal
good.
bees.
No, they weren't.
Is this Frida who's talking?
Yes.
Frida, what do you make of the vision?
Well, you were seeing a dream that I had. Olivar thought it might be a good way to connect to the druid tree. I am not sure. It seems that the gods are in chaos themselves, which gives me great fear.
One thing at a time. It's too much.
Well, I'm wondering if there's some sort of correlation.
There probably is, but
We have this vision of the gods arguing, and then giant wasps pop out of a tree and steal someone's soul.
I can't do anything about gods arguing right here. I can do something about bees taking people's souls,
And
I
with
think.
that, Otto, he puts his hand on Olivar, looks at the flock of Ramhidi in the house area, and they're terrified, and everyone's terrified, right? And Otto goes, we have to kill the wasps. We have to get their souls back. And Otto walks out.
we have a cosmic
Moat.
I keep on calling the
terminology.
a cosmic moat from Ariok of Chaos.
Thank you, Ariok.
Absolutely. Apologies. Ariok of Chaos bought the moat last week, and because again, a new system, we did not see it. So thank you for donating this last week.
Thank you.
And now announced. That brings us to a level 2 Force of Cosmos.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Good.
Sure, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, ooh, boy. Yeah.
Another eye patch for Cristobal.
Yeah, 2 eye patches. Sorry.
So Sitar came up with this one, but it's called Aegis 13's Cosmic Fruitcake. Oh, someone gave you this? You don't even want it? Who does? What good is it even? Once per episode, the owner of this card can try to gift this fruitcake to another player by making a sleight of hand versus perception check.
Do you have it?
Deep cut. I did.
If they succeed, they receive 5 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Cannot regift to a player who's had it before. When the last player gets it, its true power will be revealed.
That is a deep cut.
That is a deep cut.
That is a deep cut. But
Let's start with it, because
This
he
was
didn't get the fruitcake last
this
time.
was an entire melodrama during campaign 1.
Indeed it was.
I get the fruitcake. That tracks.
So good.
That
Right,
tracks.
slip it into someone's backpack. Hey, stop.
Working on it.
And as Otto walks out, Drek also, I'm leaving. And he walks out after Otto.
And KoKo follows.
Was Mighty Claw still in the hut, or is he?
He, even though he's very upset and very angry about the situation, he keeps looking to Freda and to Ursoon for some form of guidance or leadership.
And Ursoon doesn't even really need to say much when he looks at Grenlick. They have, as you have noticed, a bond that seems to be forged in the soldiering. And Ursoon clearly gives the look of, I'm staying, and begins to gather, especially those Ursakka that are still alive, that are warriors, making sure that they're armed at all times, and moving around the tent and making sure things are in order.
Grenlick does, at one point, look to Ursoon.
What good? What good was it? All that blood. All that fighting. And now he's a stump.
We don't know what's happening. Stop jumping to conclusions. What good was it as we brought him here? He is still here. His body is there. His soul is gone.
Can she fix him?
And Freda says, yes, I can. But only if we have his soul.
If we were to retrieve his soul, how would we return it here? Like, in what sort of vessel could we carry such a thing?
That's such a good
Very good question.
that Otto did not
have a
consider.
jar.
There's already a part in it.
I could put it somewhere else.
Just hold a soul in there.
I don't know. You could put it in a ruby, if you had one of those. You could store it
I'm not in the room.
Do
not look at me.
You missed my slow turn to Otto.
keeping the wasp that has it contained alive, bringing it back here. That is all I can think of. I have nothing here. Perhaps if the tree wasn't sick, I could take a sapling, but it is corrupted in some way and not as its usual strength. You will have to figure that out yourself. I can only imagine the best way is to somehow wrangle the bee with the lasso as your friend was attempting to use on the Ramhidi. Wow. I don't have much to offer in guidance here.
Wow.
And outside of the house, KoKo catches up with Drek.
And you would see Otto talking about battle tactics with Drek.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when you flank them, I'm gonna distract them.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna punch those bees.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
What?
Okay, we can't leave without everybody else. Can you just hold up for a minute? We're just trying to get a little bit more information and then we'll go.
Yeah.
Can you just...
Yeah, good idea.
Just wait. Don't
Yeah.
be too hasty. Okay, I'll be right back. And then I go back into the house and...
No, I'm not going with you. I'm gonna stay out here with you. Yeah.
Hopefully they will come with us.
No,
If not, we will go.
They will. They'll have to. Because we have to save Oliver.
Yes.
We have to.
And I kind of whispered to Saint, I think we should go.
Didn't you run outside?
I would have came back in.
Oh.
I think we should go.
Yes, Frida, you think that's what we should do?
I'm gonna lose the daylight to track them if we don't go.
Can't ask you to put yourselves in danger, but I must.
You, Cristobal, you're coming?
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Oliver's been the only one who seems to have any idea why we're here, what's going on.
I will do my best as you are gone to search the dreamscape for more information, but as I said, it appears the gods themselves are in chaos. I don't know how much I'll be able to discern.
Do what you can, and we'll talk more about it when we get back with his soul.
So before she gets up, Saint will kind of stroke Oliver's wooden face, and are his eyes open or closed?
They're definitely closed. You see, it's definitely a look of extreme pain.
Were you gonna close them so I was gonna open them?
They're wooden.
It's like a secret button that goes.
It turned into a Disney World.
Terrifying. It's the worst version of Pinocchio ever.
Chuck E. Cheese.
It's like animatronic. Before she stands up, she strokes her fingers over his eyes and sings very quietly to herself. Good night, Oliver. I hope your soul hasn't wandered far. I'm sorry for the sting, and we'll do anything to make sure you come home again.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You have a gift.
We should go.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Sorry, last question. These bees, these wasps, have you ever seen these bugs this big before?
Well, yes, the bees are giant, normally, but they aren't aggressive, and they tend not to sting.
Like
So
the
that part is new.
Like the gnolls used to get hungry.
Sure.
Used to get full, I should say.
Okay.
They did almost seem like entranced or something.
Is there a part of the forest that the bees call home?
The heart of the Darkwood.
Okay.
They often work with the treants, but haven't since the treants have left.
Treants.
Okay. Got it.
But yes, the treants, they function as farmers for the wood, making sure that dead trees are taken down and used rather than just rotting, standing. They left some time ago.
Got it.
Grinlick looks over at you. Everything is bigger in the heart of the Darkwood.
Like Texas.
Will it possibly be warmer there?
Oh, no, it is cold everywhere.
Is everybody adequately clothed for this journey?
Whoa, Cristobal made this for me, and it's pretty warm. I think I'm okay.
Are we short one? Winter clothes? I don't remember.
One of you had the heat pack, but the heat pack would have
Me?
worn
I
out.
thought I had first.
No,
I have a
no.
heat pack?
Well, the heat
Oh,
pack would have worn out by now.
Oh, okay.
Because it's actually been several
days.
days past what it was supposed to last.
Touches her bare shoulders. Might you have anything I could borrow for the journey?
We don't wear much clothing. No warm clothing. Don't have no need for it. I will see what I can bring you. And she goes back behind her curtain and returns a couple of minutes later. I have these, and they are essentially burlap sacks. And they're essentially just woven together pieces of...
Cristobal gasps.
and just says, you are welcome to take these. It is
they
all we
warm?
have.
Burlap is still fabric.
It's fabric, but it ain't warm fabric, but it's
something
fabric.
I could work with given the time.
Is there like a hay or something I could like stuff
There's
myself
definitely a lot of
with?
thatch.
Okay.
And thatch, again, being like splitting of bark and tree into small strips.
And that needle could turn it into something other than burlap.
So,
Oh, right.
Right.
So,
right.
So before we head out, Saint's gonna work with Cristobal and stuff her burlap sack with Thatch, and so she's kind of taking on more of the elephant appearance than the elf side of herself. She's kind of thickening out and waddling around in this.
It's very uncomfortable.
Sack.
It's very uncomfortable.
It's quite itchy.
But it is lightweight.
Scratchy and itchy.
Yes, at least stop the cold.
Sure, Cristobal cut a couple of footholes for her, and same with the arm. So it's like she's wearing like water wings, type of like a really rough muff. You know what I mean? Like she could possibly do that. Yeah.
It is not very effective, but it will at least help slightly. It's better than bare skin for sure.
I need time to work. We don't have there running into the woods.
Yes, no, it's quite all right. I will survive.
Stick close to Drek.
Outside, while waiting, Otto is getting very impatient. And is saying to Mighty Claw,
We can't let his soul go away. If the bee wasp thing flies away, we might not get it back. And if I can't save Oliver, it's repeating stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
And he starts looking around the camp, specifically where Oliver fell, and he starts looking around. I have advantage and from 20 Mask 66003, but also disadvantage from Ariok of Chaos. So this is a straight roll for us. Jared, would you like to?
No,
can I
really.
help you?
And Drexim says,
Wasps don't leave tracks.
but there are people who can smell ants. That's a real thing. So it's a real thing. Look it up.
Who are you talking to?
Myself.
I feel like we could be able to track it. Though they seem to be flying kind of low, so maybe they've hit branches or something. I don't
Maybe
know.
there's a
Look
scent
around
they
and
have.
see nothing. I didn't.
There's a little bit of blood from where they first skewered Oliver and skewered the other Ursakka before they flew away. But the only thing you really have to go on is the direction that they flew and the sound that they make. Because when these bees fly, it sounds like a buzzsaw. It's a as it's flying away.
Well, they have to stop at some point, right? They always pick
You
something
could-
up and take
you
it
hear buzzing
somewhere.
off into the woods.
Right.
It's not like it's so far away to where
Right.
the buzzing has, completely
the buzzing being so loud, it's not far enough away.
I was
for
just
you
talking
not
about
to
the
hear it.
souls. Like we could probably recover them, I imagine, because they probably deposit them somewhere. They have to keep them somewhere.
Oh, like honey.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
And the scythe exits the building. It looks very much like a saint, but it's covered in, what was the word
Burlap.
you used? Rough muff?
They're attached to it's like a muff.
Oh,
Like
I
you
got
can put her
it.
hands
So
there.
it's like a muff of thatch, and it's very strange. It doesn't look very comfortable, but
Can
maybe.
you go to the bathroom in that?
Could that stop an arrow?
Can you fight in it?
We're about to find out.
Okay, let's go.
Before we go, we have gotten a cosmic mote from Abracadabra, and that brings us to level 3 of our Force of Cosmos.
What?
We are 40% of the way to Force of Nature, our first Force of Nature, and we are
Cosmos coming in
55% of the way to our next level 4 Force of Cosmos.
Oh my God.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
they get a little cray cray in the higher.
You're
higher
about to
tiers.
find out.
So this one is called Vecna Schmeckna.
You weren't kidding.
I didn't think we'd get this far.
He wasn't.
The first player to name any form of undead,
Lich.
Zombie.
thank you,
Danish.
wins this card. The next time their character is attacked by an undead creature, they can simply say Vecna Schmeckna and become immune to all effects or damage.
That's amazing.
That's very
Since you
nice.
can't use your arms, this is gonna work out.
Hey, at least it's any undead and not just the one you named. Because if it was the one you named, it means we got to throw a lich in here.
Yeah.
Pretty
We don't want
good.
that.
That's the next card.
That's the next card. Free lich, everybody.
Thank you so much to the watchers. for that.
Free lich.
So is anyone staying in the camp or in the building, or does everyone make their way outside?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
with
going
Jack.
outside.
when you exit, Drek looks at Otto and says, "Ready?
I'm ready.
Am I leading or you?"
I think KoKo's leading.
I am. KoKo's leading.
Oh yes, great idea. Yeah, yes.
And I stand single file behind KoKo.
And Drek will walk next to you.
Great. And we're off?
Absolutely. As you begin, it is very clear to you that they flew in the direction that you also saw, most of a day's journey to where all those trees had been felled in the distance, that you had surmised is probably the heart of the Darkwood. So you can quickly identify that that's the direction that they went. But as you travel, Slay is nowhere to be found. Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Okay.
Advantage, disadvantage.
KoKo has advantage from Mighty Mindful.
Nice.
Well, thank you. Mighty Mindful.
Okay, we're good.
What was it?
Survival.
Bottom. Oh, +5. Oh, 19.
So as you're moving towards the center of this wood, towards the heart of the Darkwood, it becomes pretty clear to you little bits of what are golden amber seem to be sort of slowly dripping on trees here and there.
And this is something everybody can see?
You're the only one who seems to be.
It might look like sap to someone who doesn't have a trained eye.
Okay.
But to you, that's odd. That
Yeah.
doesn't look like sap as any sap that you've seen.
I think I walk up to it
Okay.
and I taste it.
Okay. Okay. So I did not anticipate that.
It's KoKo.
It is KoKo. That is true. KoKo, as you touch this thing, make a strength check.
What?
She touches it and it sticks her fingers, almost like super glue.
Oh, did I have advantage?
You do have advantage. You have advantage from Goofus McDorkle.
Oh, thank you, Goofus. McDorkle.
And this
I
is
just rolled the same thing.
It's a strength check, not a save.
Yeah.
It's a strength
Just a
check, so +1.
Oh, shoot. 8.
And as you touch it to go sort of to grab some of it to lick it, your fingers don't come off. And it's as if suddenly you are glued to this tree.
I'm gonna start. Never mind. I was gonna start spitting on it because it's gonna loosen it, but I don't know if that's how birds work.
Guys. Okay.
Drek,
I should.
let me help.
At least it's not your tongue.
Don't pull a rom off.
And Drek
your
attempts
tongue.
to.
Whoa.
Drek's
help. I'll help
She's
Drek.
stuck. Help me.
Hang on, here.
He's got a +4.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll it again, Drek. I'll help.
Oh, yeah. That's and he and pops. Your fingers pop out of this sap. But the strange thing is it still continues to sort of drip slowly down the tree.
What is that, KoKo?
Something very, very weird. I mean, it's definitely. I mean, it seems unusual here. I think that
Is sap?
Does
No.
everybody have a jar?
it's not the
exact
sap.
same thing.
It's not any sap I've ever seen. I mean, it's sticky like sap, but it doesn't smell like sap. I'm afraid to taste it now that my fingers got stuck. I don't think that's a bad idea. But I think it must have come from the wasps. So maybe they left a trail of it.
Is there something in a mess kit that could, like a jar, or that's something we could store this in?
Cup, tin cup.
Use a dagger.
I have an
to-
empty oil flask.
Oh.
Yeah, you do.
Perfect.
Using kind of his dagger to basically scrape it off. Can I? Get
Yeah, I
some
mean,
of
it
this
doesn't.
stuff?
It seems strange in that unless it's living tissue, it doesn't seem to stick like.
Oh, that's messed up.
Like normal. So sure, you can easily kind of scrape it off. It's a bit gummy, a lot like sap.
Okay.
But it caught my. It
but-
basically caught my
Yes,
finger.
it caught your
That's
finger and
cool.
stuck to the skin, and that was keeping it to the tree. So you're able to scrape some into
organic
this.
matter or something?
It appears that
the
way.
opposite of an iPhone.
And you're able to. It's a minute amount on this particular tree, but enough to cover her two fingers.
It has a pretty acrid scent, too.
Do you want it, Cristobal, or I can keep it?
You may hold on to it.
Okay, thank you.
And
Question: the trees that the wasps burst out of
Yes.
in the clearing.
Yep.
Did they literally burst out of it? The trees like exploded and a wasp came
yes.
out. Okay,
Very much like they broke their way
Got it.
out.
So the tree by the end looked as if a giant wasp had climbed.
Yes, there was a whole sort of, and if I didn't mention it, it's only the trees that seemed the corrupted with the fungal matter. Those seem to bust
Okay,
out.
so yeah, definitely keeping an eye out for more of the corrupted trees.
And as you're here, this tree is clearly not corrupted in
Yeah.
any way, but does have that particular, well, no, not anymore because he put it in a vial. But as you continue traveling through the wood, every once in a while you do see a little more of that substance that's sticky. And as you, to a point where you can literally follow it towards the heart here.
I'd like to see one more thing about the sap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Little experiment.
Okay.
Can I use it for fire fuel?
I see. So how are you testing that?
So I would ask, can I use that knife, the chisel thing?
I've got a tinder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Let's just see if it catches fire. I guess.
Okay.
See if we can take some with us in case we're
Just leave it
in
on
a
the
bind.
tree, and I'll actually, just leave it on the tree before you get it, and then just try
And
to like,
Drek's like, you're gonna set the tree on fire?
No. Val.
Oh, okay. Well, fine. So yes, I'll put it on my dagger and leave it on, and then like leave
Okay.
it like on the tip of my dagger and
Okay.
see if it accelerates.
And you
fire.
try to like tinder
Yeah.
epox it?
It doesn't like burst into flames or anything. It's not flammable.
Sure.
But you do notice that the hot shavings when you use your flint and tinder or whatever that land on it melted away very quickly.
So there's like almost a heat coming from
Yeah,
it?
like imagine if you had a crystallized honey. You know how you heat it up, it goes and it just sort of melts.
Gets more viscous.
It gets more viscous.
Also just got like watery and like maybe slid off of your
Yeah.
dagger.
Okay, well that didn't work. Okay,
good
I
idea.
guess we should keep moving.
Trial and error.
And soon as you begin, continue to follow this small amber type liquid through the forest, you begin to hear exactly like Jared described, where it's from a distance. Yes, monks, definitely. It's chanting. It's heavy chanting.
Gregorian
chant. Gregorian chanting. It's basically Oliver was doing before he was killed.
Right.
No, it is clearly to you that's that buzzing that you heard when they busted from the tree and flew out. That is clearly what you're hearing as you get closer.
Jack, do you hear that?
Yes, I do.
Buddy.
It's that sounds like the wasp. Bee, wasp. Which is?
Well, baby is big honey, and wasps are just kind of murdery. They could just sting you like an infinite amount of times.
Bees can only sting once. Wasps can sting you as much as they like.
Well, they are wasps, then they could sting more than one. It looked like.
Right.
But do wasps gather things?
I know limited things about wasps. The only thing that I know about wasps is that they have stringy nests, like of string-ish, like, or they look like spools of thread.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's real.
Okay.
I'm reaching out telepathically for Slay. Any sign of?
Slay is not within 100 feet of you that you can sense.
Okay.
I hope Slay is okay.
Well, if he had dissipated, I would have felt that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That you would have known
Right.
if he no longer exists.
Right.
That you would have known. Yes. He clearly still exists.
Yes.
Drac.
Yes.
You said this happened before. This happened to, but you just found bodies before, yeah?
Yes.
This is the first time anyone saw it happen.
We thought it was some sort of maybe monster or some hidden thing. Yes, but not the bees themselves. We have not seen them for some time.
Wait, you've seen them before though?
Well, giant bees have been.
That's just like a regular thing?
Just part of the
Yes.
forest.
Are they not the
Freda
regular
said.
thing from where you are from?
Nope.
I think Freda was mentioning that they are usually not aggressive.
Yes, bees tend to make honey and flour.
Right, but wasps.
No.
No.
If they're like the gnolls, and the gnolls normally eat until they're fed, and then they don't get hungry anymore, and now they don't, then something is corrupting the bees, similar to like the gnolls. Maybe. I don't know. It just sort of makes sense. It sounds similar. Everything kind of sounds similar.
But you guys all hear that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're
It sounds
getting
like
closer.
several small plane engines.
Yeah.
It's that loud. It's a
We can't be far away from them. Do we have a plan?
Didn't someone say they could talk to animals?
Oh, that was me.
Can you speak
Oh wait,
to
that
the
was
bees?
you?
No, I no.
Not me.
Sorry, this is a Kari question. Did somebody else say that?
No,
Okay.
I can't.
Nope.
I'm a rogue.
Can you
I
speak
mean, I
to the
can't, are
wasps?
these considered the beasts that we're talking about? Beasts?
bees. Giant bees are considered beasts.
Yes.
Okay.
They're considered beasts.
So, do
So
you
that
have a
would work.
spell called Speak with Animals?
Oh,
I believe you do.
I think I do. Let me get these awesome cards that
Yeah.
When you
Adam
speak
made
with
me.
animals, do you have to speak or can you listen? To
Yeah,
the
that's
animals?
Speak
what-
with animals ritual.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah, you certainly could use that ritual, or cast it,
Ritual takes 10
spontaneously.
And duration is
But-
10 minutes.
Yeah. So the ritual mean you could cast it without using a spell slot, but if you wanted it instantly, it would take you one action, and then you would use a spell slot.
And then
You
it
could do
lasts for 10 minutes.
Right.
That's the duration, yeah.
Okay. Well, I shouldn't use it now. I can't really. It's
wait till
not
we
quite
get
clear.
closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not clear that you're within 10 minutes
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
Right.
So we have to be really sneaky.
Yeah, let's get quiet.
Ooh, you might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you.
That's
Give
correct.
us a
DM's
favor,
direction.
please. We'll shake these bees down.
We've got some sparks and seeds.
Oh, my goodness.
We've got a Spark of Cosmos from Ariok of Chaos and
Thank
a
you.
Spark of Cosmos from Vein Dead. And we have a Seed of Nature from Tapartos. We are 45% away from our first Force of Nature card and still 56% away. Now 56% away from our next Force of Cosmos card.
I love that it's in percentages. That's
It's
great.
math.
Yeah, but it actually says percentages.
Yeah, it just says it.
Yeah.
Again, our new system is very handy and dandy. It helps us do all of this. So.
Well, I do think that stealth is a good idea.
Yeah.
Protection, if you can. But yes, staying quiet seems to be the best thing we can do.
All right. Let's
Should
slow
we-
it down and move quietly.
So stealth
Quickly.
checks?
Yeah.
Do you
I
have
guess
cast
so.
without a trace? That spell?
I don't think
I
she
don't. I
does.
don't.
No? Okay.
So everyone make stealth checks. We've got advantage for KoKo from Ashjor.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
We've got advantage for Valcorio from Ashjor.
Thanks, Ashjor.
And we have advantage for Cristobal from Goofus McDorkle.
Thank you.
Everyone else is at a straight roll.
Okay.
Stealth.
Got it.
Be good. Who's gonna be the one? Who's gonna be the one?
25.
Judging by the quietness of that.
Yeah,
engine.
we all.
The rogue?
14.
20.
25.
17.
Okay.
Wow.
Drek.
17.
Okay.
Nice.
As
I'm so jealous. That
yeah,
never
just-
happened.
never
Happened once.
Drek.
Don't.
Come on, Drek.
Come on, Drek.
on,
Don't
Drek.
do it.
Come on, buddy.
The 9-foot-tall grizzly.
Guide Drek.
He lives in the
see that?
woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drek gets down low. He's very large. He's very large. And he's to the rest of you, you can hear him, but it still sounds like he's keeping at least a somewhat
Those bears will sneak up on you, man.
Okay.
ability to sneak. Some bears will, yeah. Not Drek necessarily.
Okay, got it.
But as you continue to get closer and closer, it's a strain. Go ahead.
As we're sneaking up, I try to put a fruitcake in Cristobal's back.
Sleight of hand check, perception check.
That's a mean. That's a mean.
You probably slide it on this side.
Valcorio, you have advantage on this
Yes,
check.
I
from
do.
Ms. McDorkle. Cristobal,
Yes, I
you're at disadvantage because of your eyes.
Right. Okay. I was about to say, did someone give me
No,
disadvantage?
no,
on top of
no.
my disadvantage?
It would be a straight roll if you didn't have an eye problem.
Okay. That's a 9.
18.
All right.
So he gets HP?
I get
So
5
he
temporary
He gets
hit
5
points.
temporary
Yep,
HP.
he gets 5
and
temp.
then if Cristobal puts it in somebody else's pack, then Cristobal would
But
get
you
it.
can
But I
only
don't
do
know
it
what's
once.
there.
You can only do it
Correct.
once an episode, I believe.
Yeah.
What's an episode?
We have received a mote of Cosmos.
My goodness.
From Idaho Judd.
Thank you,
Idaho.
Idaho.
Thank you.
Okay.
They really
Sorry.
want to see that level 4.
Clearly they do.
Okay.
As you continue in the direction that KoKo is leading you all, that buzzing sound, already loud from the distance you are, begins to... the forest itself is quite empty, except for these large trees that you have been passing by. It almost as if this is now echoing all around you, as that loud sound increases as you get closer and closer, until there's a slight clearing. If you will help me.
Yep.
Ooh.
This.
Reveal the
Be
cake.
careful, be careful.
It's gonna.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna pull stuff up.
Oh no.
There.
Oh, we did it! Look at that! Look at that!
We're so gentle.
Yes.
Gentle
Good.
energy.
Good. Okay. Great.
And
So spooky.
everyone make perception checks as you sneak up slowly on this scene.
Advantages.
We are all in a straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
Except me.
Natural 20,
Except
baby.
for-
Nice.
Except for our good friend Cristobal over there. who's at
4.
disadvantage.
I'm gonna give. I see Cristobal struggling with his eye.
All right.
He's feeling a bit down, so Saint will rest her large buff.
Whoa.
And wait, is that?
No, you're fine.
No.
Nope. Keep moving.
Keep moving. Just
Nothing-
keep it moving.
nothing's
keep it
happening here.
moving.
We're family show.
I got a 7. I got a 7. With the guidance, I got a 7.
Do you roll a d4?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
No,
So,
you got a 4?
Yeah. No, I got a 3.
yeah, where's the
I got a 23.
Where's the minicam?
It
Oh,
was
I
right
have
there.
it. I have
5.
Natural 20.
14.
We're just looking at each other.
That's right.
Hey.
Same, what was your roll?
23.
23. And with the natural 20, what is your total?
My total for perception is 22.
Everyone notice immediately that the trees, some of the trees as you're getting to this clearing, seem to have a web-like substance stretched in its branches.
Like a stringy nest.
Some like a stringy nest.
Like a stringy nest.
Called it.
It is Saint and KoKo who noticed the odd thing first. There is a large man-shaped tree that seems to be laying on the ground. And one of the first things you notice is the center of its chest is covered in that black fungal corruption that you saw on the trees.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, you have to turn it on if you want the.
Oh. Right. Oh. No, it's on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh.
And there's something ripping it apart and feasting on the insides of.
And what you
What
see
the heck
is
is
this
that?
large, husk-shaped undead pulling bits of this tree and off with a crack and chewing on it. It is you, KoKo. Excuse me, I keep calling you KoKo. I apologize. It is you, Otto, who notice that as it does that, there are little wisps of blue and green energy that sort of dissipate into nothingness as it chomps on this creature.
And to further describe, the creature laying on the ground is clearly an ant, or was.
Tree ant.
Yeah. But the large creature that's kind of hulking over the top of it, it looks like at one point it was a frost giant, but has clearly died a long time ago. And it now looks like pieces of its flesh have started to rot and peel away. But it also looks like there is some kind of hard carapace or chitinous shell on one of its shoulders that almost looks like wood or bark or mud. Like it's been caked on there or built onto its shoulder. But the flesh, even though the mini is gray, has a tinge of blue to it, and that's where you get the remnants of the frost giant, or what was a frost giant.
Does he have
So gruesome.
cuffs on?
The miniature does, but the monster does not.
Okay. I was like,
I was gonna
escape from you.
Yeah.
Arkham
got out of his
Asylum,
cage.
maybe. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
But part of the reason why we chose this miniature is because it's got the weird husk thing on its shoulder, and bits of its flesh have already started to peel away.
And as you all approach, that loud sound seems to be moving away.
Okay.
But Otto, with your high perception roll here, you can also hear what sounds like muffled.
Every single tree, I bet.
Are the trees corrupted?
Some of them are and some of them are not. Great.
Saint will cast her spiritual weapon.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, can you tell me why? What do you?
Because I want
don't know what
to
you're doing.
basically do it before we get into initiative.
yeah.
Okay.
Because there's a good chance we're gonna have to fight.
Go ahead and use one of your
that.
dice as a marker.
Could
for your
sneak
spiritual
around it, everyone.
We
We
could
don't
sneak
need to go
around
in
it.
there.
I mean, I'm very good at sneaking.
If they just flew, if they kept on flying, if we had them move away, I mean, maybe we should.
So that's the roll.
But we have like.
Okay.
Oh,
Great.
she's being quiet though, because she rolled very good on herself.
It is impossible to be quiet, cast spells quietly without the silent.
Well, she wouldn't cast if she had to be like, I'm casting a spell.
They're
into the
words of
woods.
power.
Spell
They're
time.
words of power.
Want to take
So
it back?
All right, then she won't cast it until she has to.
Okay.
It's a bonus action.
There's a sorcerer ability that allows you to cast
Yeah,
spells
right.
without making any noise.
Subtle.
She's not that dumb, guys.
So we
Subtle
should be.
spell.
She's not that dumb.
Guys, we should be really quiet.
And Cristobal's going to get behind that stump.
All right. Make a stealth check.
All of us.
Nope. He's the one who said he's moving.
Fine. That's
You are at a straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
Thanks.
Come on, dude.
So are we still?
Oh
way over
no!
Yep.
Oh
That's where you are.
no, buddy. Just getting started.
Cristobal quickly sort of lowers himself and almost as if he's pulling up his own
First.
and runs over there. And as he gets to this stump, Cristobal, you can notice that this stump appears that it has been something large has ripped the base of it and pulled, almost as if it's been pulled off.
Wow.
And as you're looking at that, distracted, you step on what is some of the remnants of that situation, wood chips next to the stump, and make a loud crack.
With Mage Hand, can I make a sound over there?
To try to mask it, you mean?
Yes.
Sure. Regardless, we're also going to need to roll initiative
Initiative.
because they're going to hear the noise coming from, even if they come from two different spots at the same time.
Sorry, guys. I was trying to be a coward as
Everybody
quickly as
just
I
play it
could.
smart. Just play it smart. It doesn't mean we
Gotcha,
have to
gotcha.
charge right in. Okay.
But go ahead and roll your idea as well. I like that, where you're going to make another noise and hope that they can't tell where the noise came
Would
from.
that be a deception
I have
check or what?
Yeah, deception's fine.
Deception's good.
Everyone's at a straight roll as far as I'm concerned for your initiative.
17.
21.
Okay, so right now I got 21 as the highest. Anybody else beat a 21?
No.
No? Okay, so 21 is Saint. And then 15 to 20?
KoKo had 17.
17 for KoKo. Anyone
16.
16?
Nice.
Okay.
What about you?
14.
14. So
14. Yeah,
great.
please take. Can you roll for Drek as well?
Yep.
And then Val rolled a 9.
14 was Cristobal.
Yeah.
What do you get?
Drek and got the same as Val, 9.
Okay.
9.
What's
okay,
your dexterity?
3 plus 3.
He goes first.
This
Okay,
actually makes
so
sense.
Val and then Drek. Okay. So, what'd you get on your deception?
12.
Okay. So this monster hears Cristobal, looks that way, also hears that sound over there, and then just starts to lumber in that general direction, looking around from side to side.
Like
Look
slowly?
at the size of its hands.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Is that to size?
Yeah.
Yes, this is all
I mean,
two
this
sides.
is actually a smaller frost giant if you think about it, because frost giants are taller.
Prefer not to.
So he's like 15 feet tall?
At least, yeah.
Oh boy.
And that treant that's laying down looks at least 20 to maybe 30 feet tall.
Right. Oh, is the treant moving?
No.
Okay.
What are you guys saying? Treant.
Out of this tree bursts one of those bees.
And that muffled sound becomes no longer muffled as it breaks out of the tree.
So that means there's only one.
And when one spout
God damn it.
sprouts out,
Why would you say things like that?
Oh, wow.
rip out of the trees as well.
Now that you're able to get a good look at them, everyone roll perception for me, real quick.
Yeah, terrible.
Oh my gosh,
9.
awful.
4.
Natural 1, baby.
Not paying attention.
Not above a 10.
Nobody above a 10. You all are very afraid of what's going on, and it has become very clear that you are in grave danger.
Everybody keep it together.
KoKo's like, I wasn't ready. We weren't ready.
Everybody keep it together.
Calm down.
We're in combat.
Yeah.
Saint, you're up first. I'm guessing you want to cast your spiritual weapon.
Yeah, bonus action. It was bonus action.
After all of that.
Go ahead and put it back out.
All right, so I believe the radius or the range on spiritual weapon is 60 feet.
Yeah.
It is.
Nice.
So
And it can move 20 as well.
As on her, if she has a bonus action.
Right, sure.
All right, so I see that this might be, let's see, 5, 10. Can I move by diagonal?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
You gotta get a little
You would
closer
have to
to it
move
before you
first.
cast
Oh,
it.
I can move
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least 10. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, so they are gonna start there. They are sparrows. They're ice sparrows.
Ooh.
And so I'm gonna make a melee spell attack against the wasp.
Go for it.
Fancy.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
That hits.
And
Peck it.
let's see, it's
Wow, you're rolling so well today.
I'm using a different dice set today.
Are you?
Nice.
Oh, because you forgot your other.
Yeah.
And this is force damage, right?
Yes.
That's
Okay.
a bad roll
Great.
though.
Oh, sorry. I should have said it.
2 plus 3
5.
5?
force damage.
Okay.
Yes, and then I'll use my action to, let's see, use Toll the Dead
Okay.
on the same wasp.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is a wisdom saving throw.
What kind of damage is Toll the Dead?
Necrotic.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw for the wasp.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't make it?
It does make it save, but you also, when you cast the spell, I don't know how your Toll the Dead looks or sounds.
So Dolores? Dolores?
Dolores from here on out.
Dolores.
Dolores? Dolores Claiborne?
Wait, what is it actually?
I don't know.
Actually,
Dolores.
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 Yeah.
Like
No,
Dolores. It rhymes.
Moving on.
Yeah.
It's
I'm trying to
whatever,
remember.
None of us
whatever
have.
wasps hate. That sound is what
Right.
erupts in the air.
So you're just
Okay.
like, Dolores?
So
Dolores?
there's a
bell
loud
that calls
Dolores that goes off. And you can tell that it hits the bee, but the bee not only shakes it off, but it seems to invigorate it.
Oh,
No.
Invigorated.
They're immune to necrotic damage.
All right, so Saint's going to use the remainder of her
to
movement.
know.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Careful.
25, 30.
You already moved 10
Yeah,
feet.
you already moved 10.
I have 35.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
I moved 10 feet already?
Yeah,
All right,
so-
whatever. I'm here. And then, so just to position herself, if she raises her shield, to position herself to defend Cristobal from either of the two forces coming towards him.
Cool. KoKo.
Okay, I have a question.
Yep.
What is the triangular dice out there again?
That
It's
is
the
her spiritual weapon.
That's her spell.
Her flock of ice sparrows.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just a
It
mark.
They won't
stays.
hurt
It
you.
stays
Okay,
around.
okay,
Yeah,
alright.
it won't hurt you.
So wait, so
And you
is
can't
that
hurt it.
wasp like distracted by that?
The wasp just sprout out of a tree, so it has some,
Confusion?
to use a magic term, some summoning sickness.
Sure, why not?
Magic the
That's
Gathering.
a whole nother rabbit hole. The whole nother rabbit hole.
Also Wizards of the Coast,
Also,
though.
yeah,
another-
definitely was as good.
But
Okay.
it seems like it's in a little bit of shock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so. Oh boy. So we don't know if Okay, so I'm. I'll just talk. Val, do you think that big guy is mean or nice?
He was just eating a tree, and he looks like he's like already dead. So I'm guessing he's not nice.
Well, you never know. I don't know.
I appreciate you asking, but no, I like the fact that you don't assume things. But no, it's
Okay,
definitely bad.
He seems to be moving really slowly, so I
Yeah,
think
but I really don't want him to get to any of us either.
he might be nice. I don't know.
I appreciate your really wanting to give people the benefit of the doubt, but that is an undead frost giant. I think you're playing the smart odds to think it's
When you
evil.
say undead frost giant, its head goes.
Oh no.
And there's literally
Labels.
Just
things dripping
Okay,
from its
so
mouth.
KoKo runs forward.
Okay.
Where
would you like to go?
Oh yeah, runs forward to just. Oh, can I make it to that tree? Or is that too far?
15,
You got 35 feet.
little too far.
35. You can get to here.
Okay, and then I do my what is it? What is it called? Dreadful strike. Wait, is that what it is?
You're gonna attack
No.
with your longbow? Or
Yeah,
your-
my longbow.
And then use
Wait,
your...
what's the one with the
The
ensnaring
entangle.
strike?
Yeah,
Snaring strike.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna cheat you a little bit this way, just so you have a clear shot.
Clear shot. Thank you.
Right into the tree.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your shot.
So,
Okay.
and then it needs to
Straight
make a
roll.
strength saving throw.
Yeah.
If it hits, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta hit first, but it's easy.
Okay.
To hit.
Yeah, for sure.
What is that?
It's a
Do I
big
just
boy.
do-
He's pretty easy to hit.
Okay, 17.
17 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
Okay, and then what do I do?
Yeah, you're gonna roll your damage,
Okay, so that's D8.
and then your
No.
ensnaring strike is...
What am I looking at? 5.
It's strength, but
plus
he
3,
gets
8.
advantage on it because he's large.
8.
8 piercing.
8 piercing.
Okay. Okay. All right, I got
what?
it. So you've done 8 to it thus
Yeah.
far?
Yeah.
Okay. Got
You
it.
cast one spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can also, and that's with your dreadful strike on top of it?
No, you get another d4 of damage
Yeah.
onto it. Because of your Feywild
What?
stuff.
Oh, okay.
So 10 total.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you sink an arrow into this thing's chest, and that definitely gets its attention. And not only does the flesh part kind of quiver a little bit, but you notice that hard mud carapace starts to bend and crack open.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like he's hurt?
He's definitely hurt,
Okay.
but he's also mutating.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Resident Evil stuff.
Anything else?
Okay, so did the vines like wrap around? Or anything?
No,
No.
not only did I roll high enough with his strength bonus, but he's also large. So the larger the creatures on that particular spell, the easier it is for them to break through the vines.
All right.
So
So
use it on smaller folks.
just as like a general piece of advice, I would recommend using it on medium-sized creatures or smaller because it'll be more effective.
All right, did you hear that, newbies?
In case you were wondering.
But you still did a good chunk of damage.
I know.
so-
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Anything else?
What else? Oh, I'm sorry, what can I do?
I think that's
That's it.
That
yeah.
you're at. Yeah, that's
You have
all.
no action
Okay.
timing left.
Yeah.
When Saint sees KoKo run up, she will whisper to the party, especially Cristobal, "It seems that necrotic damage is not doing anything. Just a heads up."
Well, I was going to try stabbing it, so good to know.
Otto.
Cristobal, you're on deck.
Otto, I'm going to run as close
As
to,
far away as
as far away as I leave combat. No,
Dash, double dash, bonus action, triple
I'm
dash.
actually at the hut right now. Hey, yo, Freya.
Bye. Where'd Otto go?
No, I run as quickly to KoKo, using my full movement.
30, yeah.
30.
Okay, got it.
Then
homie.
Oh my god, I don't know if this is gonna work.
I don't know either. We just have to try things.
and with that, feeling the heat rise up in Otto's body,
Yes.
they out of a firebolt, aiming
Just
for
a chicken bolt?
the chicken bolt. Firebolt, aiming not at the wasp, but the stringy cobwebs above the wasp.
Ooh, you're gonna make a man.
Which one?
This,
That?
yes.
Okay.
Far one.
Go ahead and you just got to hit the broadside of a barn. So go ahead and roll your attack.
You got this.
Okay.
You got this.
I thought you were gonna try to set him on.
Straight roll as far as I'm concerned.
Let's cause a little bit of
You got
chaos.
this. You got
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Oh god. Oh wait, this doesn't count. It hit my phone. It hit my phone.
Yeah, it was
That doesn't count. It hit
all
my
kinds of
phone.
obstructed.
It wasn't better.
Well,
So
it's-
literally a giant tree with
Wait,
all of this
maybe.
webbing
Wait.
stuff in it.
maybe.
Oh god, if there's anything else I can do, if only I took the lucky. I almost did it as a feat. No, that is 8.
Wow. It sails. So this is what happens, just so it's not totally unrealistic. But you fire the bolt up and you're trying to hit the webbing and not the actual tree.
Yeah.
And it sails through the webbing, burning a clean hole, but it doesn't catch the
Okay.
webbing on fire.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide behind the tree. To the dash. I go, never
Jump
mind.
up here
And yeah,
and duck down.
yes.
Okay. Love it. Cristobal?
The wasp that Saint's spiritual weapon is whooping.
Yep.
Is there frost on the ground around it?
On the ground? Sure.
Yeah, great. What I'd like to do is gather up 5 foot of with shape water,
Right.
and unfreeze it and dump it on its wings in the hope
Okay.
that
Like from above it?
Yeah, the idea
Okay.
being that they're like bees in water and
Yeah.
wasps
Get it wet.
don't
Yeah.
manage.
Okay.
Well, the wings won't work.
Yeah.
The wings makes the thing fall, hopefully.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
All right, buddy.
So there isn't like a good roll for any of this.
I won't make a good roll.
Yeah. So,
Exactly his intention.
So my question to you is, do you want me to try to roll a save, or do you want to try to roll a spell attack?
You can roll a save.
Dex save, or maybe there's some sort of save.
You're a straight roll.
Straight roll. Where are my bees? There are my bees. I did not roll well. So you melt the ice, it turns into water and splashes down on top of it. It would have to refreeze for it to mess up its wings because it's so big, but it is wet. And so I'm going to say that it's essentially stunned for the round while you douse it with water.
Nice
It
done.
is now wet, so if on your next turn you freeze said water, it'll definitely
I'm actually
slow
not
down.
able to do that.
Oh, okay.
Using the spell.
Oh,
But
right. Okay.
It's very wet, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And well, I'm going to also say that it's stunned.
Great.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you Saint?
Uh,
Can you freeze anything?
anything else?
I can
and
closer to him.
for nope, that's what he's doing.
Okay.
You gonna stay right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Val, it's your turn.
Yeah. Wow. Decisions. Okay. Drek, what are you thinking? Big guy or the wasps?
Protecting KoKo.
Yeah, that's probably a good place to start. All right, you take the right side. I'll take the left. I'll kind of curve around towards Cristobal.
Here?
Yes, that's 30.
That's 30.
And then I will use the rest of my 30 to. I'll use another. I'll dash to get closer to that bee, next to the. Yeah.
There?
Is that? I'm right
Yeah,
there.
You're right on it.
Do it.
Action surge breath weapon. Yes. All right. So Val looks at Drake. Good job. And they say, and he takes off. And yeah, Cristobal, you basically just feel him like right past you, and then rush, dash straight up. And as Val is running, you just hear, and just a big old cone of ice breath all over this bee. I probably catch a bunch of the tree behind it as well.
Yeah.
It's stunned, so does it fail its save?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I already rolled.
Yes, amazing.
Kill that bee.
Great. So yeah, it's a dex save, but now it takes 1d10 of cold damage as
Okay.
well. Only 3 points of cold damage.
Okay.
But
yeah, the wings do freeze, and it comes crashing down to the ground.
Bang.
As you're next to this thing,
Yeah.
Val, that hook, that stinger,
Yeah.
is a hook. It looks almost, if you knew better, it's almost as if it's not a natural hook. It almost looks like it's manufactured slightly, and it's as big as your arm.
In fact, since it's not going to make much of a difference, is it? I'm going to. In fact, can I pull, because the cone is 15 feet in distance? Can I pull back 10 feet?
Yeah, sure.
Just saying that I didn't make it. I stopped 10 feet away from it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know how much of a difference that'll make, but let's just not be right next
Well,
to
it doesn't look like it's going to be able to move with its wings anytime soon. So
Right.
its movement is significantly
Great. So yeah, that's actually right. So if I see it drop to the ground, I'm basically keeping enough away from that stinger for now.
Okay. Great.
Okay. Great. That's my turn.
And Drek.
Drek moves 35 feet forward next to KoKo.
Oh.
Nice.
And begins and begins waving at the big band. Go, hey, I'm over here! And he throws 2 hammers at the thing, pulling 2 from his side and throwing them through the air.
Please hit.
Drek is just feeling
It's
more
out of-
like Uggo every episode.
I would say it's long range.
Yeah, it is long range for sure. So disadvantage on each of them.
Aw.
12 for the first one.
That hits.
And,
Hey, nice.
nat 1 for the second one.
Nope.
So he does
one hammer.
Yeah, 1 hammer.
It's
ain't
all
bad.
right, you're riding.
8 bludgeoning. So one of the hammers goes flying through the air and bonking the husk on its head. The other one goes swinging wide, falling into the distance.
Okay. Is that Drek's turn?
That is Drek's turn.
Okay. So the husk is going to do 2 things. It will turn back over its shoulder and go.
Oh no, I don't like that.
When it does that,
No.
the second husk emerges
How?
further back.
We are but level 4.
Real bad, kids.
And then it marches forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It does not have enough range to get into melee combat yet, but it can use its dreadful glare.
Oh boy.
So
It smolders.
it's going to target 1 creature, and it sounds like Drek is trying to get its attention.
No, buddy.
So Drek needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, buddy. Come on, dude.
You can do it. You can do it. You're so smart.
You got this.
I'm gonna save the Dungeon Master advantage for you. And just do a straight roll. Hey, I get to choose how to use them.
Come on.
We've already got an extra party member, so that's the benefit you get. Okay.
It's okay.
Ooh, 14.
That'll do it.
Hey!
So
Bolstered by KoKo
fear
next year.
washes over Drek for a moment, and then he steadies himself against it. So Drek will not have to remake that roll for 24 hours.
Nice.
Yes.
But
Basically,
that's-
once you're resistant to it.
That's it for now. And then the other one is going to move forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Punch you real hard.
That one, when it gets to that point, leans forward, its jaw falls off, and it vomits forth a pile of larvae.
More bees. Absolutely not.
Truly, we are but small.
Does a larva move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is that how big the pile is?
Just that big.
It's a stream of larvae.
And you can definitely see this larva is like, it's a swarm of larvae. So it's falling over itself as it moves.
Yeah.
Gross.
Stinging itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think they're nice.
No, not nice. Terrible.
Definitely not nice.
Absolutely
Bee
bad.
is going to crawl 10 feet on the ground.
Oh, hell
He
no.
can still move.
But yes, but it's stunned, so it can't attack, and that's all of its movement because
Amazing.
it only had the 10 feet of crawling. So it essentially crawls towards you and tries to sting you, but it's just too tired.
Okay.
And too cold and too frozen.
Relatable.
15,
Except the cold
20,
part.
25, 30, 35,
Oh,
40,
no.
45, 50.
No, no.
Wow.
no.
Speed is nuts.
Yeah, they're very fast.
They're spry.
15, 20,
No! It's like they have wings or something.
Coming for the fighters. Okay.
well, they're just attacking the closest thing.
Yeah.
Which just happen to be the fighters.
Okay, so let's do some bee stings. So these bees have 2 attacks. The first one is they have a bladed sword talon, like their claws are like talons.
No thanks.
And then the second one is a hooked stinger.
Okay.
So let's do Val. Let's do you first.
First one.
That's a 10,
Miss.
and that was
You have advantage on that roll from Idaho Judd.
17.
Hit.
Okay, so that was the sword talons.
Glad I gave you that fruitcake.
That's 9 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And then
There goes
the
that 10 HP.
hooked stinger,
Okay.
which you do not want to be hit by, is a 21. And that's going to do only a d8 point of damage, but you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Advantages or disadvantages?
Well, take the 9 points of piercing first.
9.
And then make a Constitution save.
You had advantage, Val, from Idaho Judd.
Thank you, Idaho Judd. Con?
Yep.
17.
Great.
Okay.
Then you only take half damage.
30.
There's more?
Acid damage, dude.
So 6 points of poison damage.
That's half.
At least I'm not poisoned.
Is that different?
And you feel this toxin coming off the stinger into your body.
Okay.
And you can tell why Olivar was taken out by this thing so quickly. Because it burns when it's going into your system with almost like an earthy, dark burning sensation, like hot rock would burn, molten hot rock.
Ow.
Yeah.
And as its stinger comes out of you, you can see little drips of poison as it's clearly a hollow hook.
Ooh. Okay.
And then the other one attacks Drek with a whopping 11, which is not going to hit. And then the stinger is only a 10.
Yay!
Thank goodness for that much.
So Drek smacks this bee's attacks left and right, or parries them left and right, and that's their turn. We are back up to Saint.
Oh boy. Uh-oh, she's mad.
Okay.
Do you still have your burlap on?
I do, but I've ripped my arms out of this. What is it called?
Muff.
The muff. It is called. Okay.
It's called the muff.
Out of my thatched muff.
So good.
And I believe I'm within 30 feet of all 4 of these.
Yeah.
Weird. All right, so I'm going to use my cleric ability
Yay.
to turn undead. I need to present my holy symbol. So what she's going to do, she's going to take out her shield. She's going to go stomp, stomp, thunk. Stomp, stomp, thunk. Everybody, stomp, stomp, thunk. Giant muddy tree, get the F away from me. Big giant frosty wasps, go on now, you get lost.
Wow.
Yes.
So,
Spell save is DC.
yes, the
spell save
bees
DC
are
is
not
13.
undead, unfortunately. But the big guy is definitely undead. So I need to make a save.
Wait, what does your force card do again about undead?
That's if she gets
Oh,
it.
she
Yeah.
gets it. Okay.
What's the save?
Wisdom?
13.
Okay. Nat 20.
Come on!
Unfortunately, you don't have a disadvantage, so that actually sticks.
All right.
Come on!
So let me just mark that off on my sheet here. All right, so that was my action. Bonus action, spiritual weapon will attack the prone. Yeah, the prone.
Should get advantage on the
wasp.
prone because it's prone, yeah? It's a melee
Yeah,
attack.
So
sure.
it's a
Yeah.
melee attack. Oh, good thing I have advantage. Ooh. 8 plus 5, 13 to hit.
No, these things are harder to hit than the husk, so yeah.
Saint is
Yeah.
not doing great. But what she is going to
Sure.
do with her movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Ooh.
Stand right in front of this
wow.
tree.
Husk?
Man. Husk.
Yeah.
And,
They're husk monsters.
And
You're a husk monster.
taunt him.
Okay.
Pick on someone your own size. What
You're
are
like
eyes?
looking
Jesus.
Yeah. It's like it's at least 15 feet tall.
She raises her warhammer.
Okay.
It wouldn't be you
Otto, you're on
if
deck.
they picked it.
KoKo, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, can I ask what the, what is the intelligence score?
No.
I can't ask that.
Ask that. Nope.
No.
Don't get to know. You gotta try it.
But I want to know.
Don't we all?
Okay, fine. Fine!
I don't know how persuasive you're going to be in this situation.
They also have to speak your language.
If she's
For
speak
what?
with the dead. I'm sorry, speak with animals.
Speak.
Oh, speak with
I
animals.
was thinking Tasha City is laughter.
There's that too.
Really fun.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
But
Sorry.
then there's
They do have to
also
speak with
the speak with animals ritual. And what were you saying? I have to speak.
Oh,
Never
no.
mind.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. We were talking about speaking with animals earlier. I apologize.
Okay, so I would like
You
to...
know, generally, that's probably not going to work on insects. Generally, you would know.
Are they not very smart?
As far as you know, no. Insects tend to be not very.
They don't get. They have no sense of humor.
They have great attitudes from where I'm from. Okay, so I'd like to do the speak with animals ritual. Can I do that?
The ritual would take you 10 minutes, and since each round
Oh.
is 6 seconds, that would take you, what, 100
Forever.
rounds?
Guys, I'm just going to sit this out.
Now, you can cast it. You can cast it with a spell slot, and that would only cost you 1 action to do so. But
Okay.
it would also cost you a spell slot.
But
Okay.
you have multiple spell slots.
Right.
So I mean, yeah. That's,
Okay, so I couldn't run away. I would have to.
You could.
I could run away and cast this.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I'd like to do. I'd like to run around to the backside of the bee, or it's wasp. Excuse me.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then. Oh, do I have to be looking at him to cast that?
No.
Okay.
Just needs to hear you.
I'd like to cast that ritual.
You don't even have to be that close to it if you don't want to.
Oh wait, this one. Oh, really?
Yeah. No, it just needs to hear you. You're just speaking with it.
Oh, okay. Well then, can I go over to the backside of the husk?
Sure.
I can make it over there
I don't know if you have that much.
to the backside from where I was before.
You were about here,
got so much
5,
junk.
10, 15
Yeah.
feet-ish.
You're running right into the middle of a bunch of stuff.
Like 20 feet.
I'll
Which you
just
should
stay.
still
I'll
do.
stay there. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, so I'd like to speak. I'd like to cast speak with animals to that wasp.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to cast Speak with Animals as you're running around,
Yeah.
and then you want to be right here, or you want to be a little bit further away,
A little bit further away.
like here?
Yeah.
Okay. And you definitely cast the spell. There's no roll for that. What would you like to say? It's in heated combat, just to kind of give you a.
And it's to find information out, right? And maybe persuade them.
Just as you can talk to us, now you can talk to it.
Now it
You
understands
can communicate with it if you want.
Okay. Can I ask it more than one question?
It might not respond. It doesn't have to respond.
Gee
You have
whiz.
approximately 6 seconds of talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Kill!
Where do you come from?
Kill!
No, you're no help. Can you go kill that monster?
Kill this! Kill!
So what does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. But can I persuade it to go and attack the husk?
Doesn't sound like you're.
Yeah, I don't. I'm.
Why not?
What if you said it had a...
Yeah, how are you? What are you saying to convince it? I'll give you that.
The pigs always pick on the small.
Yeah,
True.
the pigs always pick on the smalls. Go over there. He hates you. He's gonna kill you. You should kill him first.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to respond to that and say, must kill!
Dang. Okay.
We don't know what's driving.
It's a valiant effort.
Valiant effort.
So now I know that they're not very smart and they don't want to talk.
Well, they're actually pretty intelligent as far as bees are concerned. But yes,
For
they're-
bees.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
not
else
the
can I
most
do? Is
loquacious.
that it?
I think that is.
You have we probably have a little bit of movement left.
Yeah, if you want to move anywhere, you could.
And you have a bonus action.
Oh. Gosh, what could I do for a bonus?
Not much.
I can't really attack or anything. Okay. I'm gonna stay put.
Okay, Otto.
Cristobal,
Lame.
you're on
That
deck.
was lame.
It's okay.
What is the grounds like?
What's the ground like in this
Can I
area?
dig a hole? Can I?
Oh yeah,
I dig? Okay.
it's that permafrost that he was describing before, where it's like partially frozen dirt. So it's a little bit slower going than regular dirt that you're used to. But yeah, you can totally dig.
Cool.
Ooh.
I would love to. Both bees, this one that's next to Kjack and this one that's next to Val, are engaged in combat.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to dive into a hole, dig a hole, and I'm going to pop up behind that wasp.
What is
and
your dig speed?
My dig speed is the same as my walking speed.
Great.
30 feet.
Yeah.
30
Nice.
feet.
Impressive.
Difficult terrain,
Right.
frozen, so 15 feet is.
So
in
I
this
figure that's
particular-
closest.
Yeah.
So
So which one?
Yeah, that's
Like over by me?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to pop up and I want to go Ka with my daggers.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sneak attack.
That's what I should have done. I should have just stabbed.
Did you have enough
No, you did
speed?
perfect.
Just
You played it the way you wanted to play it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like I haven't used this one before.
just-
This should be
Because there's one time where it's gonna work.
That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Roll a natural 20 on something.
Natural 20.
Say it out loud. Just have to say it out loud.
Nice. Come on.
You actually get double dice on your sneak
Yes, I
attacks.
sure do.
Wow.
This is a very good time to be doing double dice on something.
Yes.
Okay, so that is
D4, 2d6, and you roll them all twice.
Yikes.
And then you
2d4
add,
and 4d6.
yeah, and then you add your dex to that.
okay. Oh my god. Okay. It's 3. So it's 5. 5 plus 9. 14. Thank you.
Ooh, 23.
23.
Plus your dex.
Plus my dex, which is 3.
26.
You one-shot it.
Wait, what does that mean? You killed it?
Yes.
So this is what happens. This is what all of you see. This little owl digs into the ground, and you honestly all for a moment think that she's just fleeing. And sorry, he is just fleeing and leaving all of you behind. But then erupting out of the earth, this owl flings itself forward at this bee, barely clutching onto the bottom of the bee, and then pulling out this tiny little leaf-bladed dagger, and then stabbing it profusely into the underbelly of this creature. And it tries to fly away, and then dies with it being continually stabbed by
Otto. As you're there stabbing it, you see Drek go. And you also notice that a green and bluish wisp dissipates into the ether.
Oh, I don't have anything to catch it with.
Yes, you do.
But I didn't tell
Oh,
you
you
that.
do?
But I didn't tell you that, so never mind.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to catch that with?
I get a cup. I don't.
Just think, does anybody have? No, we can't.
Yeah, your turn.
And a small.
You can talk.
Cristobal.
Your gem! You can use your gem to catch souls! Is what I'm going to yell at you. And
Excuse me?
Casual.
yeah, well, I got 6 seconds.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Okay.
Help.
You are impaled, yeah?
I mean, I don't think it's still got me stabbed. No, it just stabbed me.
skewered you and then
Oh,
pulled it.
yeah, I'm in deep trouble.
All right. Cristobal is going to activate his blade zone.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you start dancing.
Yes. So Cristobal takes his sword cane. He pulls the sword from the top of it. He salutes the wasp, and with an extra 10 feet of movement, he'd like to get around to the back of the wasp that just impaled him with flanking and stab the wasp through
From
the
behind.
back.
Sure.
Whoa.
Love it. Warrior attack.
Wow.
With
Yeah,
advantage because it's flanked.
none of you have seen Cristobal move with this much grace before.
Yeah, what? Okay.
It's very like
It's like a dance.
It's an Argentinian tango style, like very a lot of.
What was
footwork.
this called?
It's my blade song.
Blade
Blade
song.
song.
Yeah, with advantage.
Come on, Dottie.
No, blade dance and
Are you-
blade.
Serious?
Oh, hold on.
Nope.
Hold on.
Yeah, but I already have advantage.
Because
Oh,
he's flanked.
that's
I'm
true.
flanking.
That's true.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. So that is only an, I believe it's just, yeah, it's like a 9. 10.
So it makes sense. This bee is darting around back and
Sure.
forth, trying to get an angle on Val. So when you stab up at it, it's just not where it was when you stab.
That's fine.
Anything else?
That's my bonus action, that's my movement, and that's my, nope. That's
Okay. Val, it's your turn.
Wow. Okay. Got the still one right prone there. That's what I'm gonna do. Val is going to, seeing Cristobal there. Oh man,
The one on the ground is prone.
right.
The one flying is untouched.
Yes.
And flank.
Yeah. This is what I'm gonna do. Val is gonna use his movement to curve around the prone one
You'll get an attack of opportunity
from the other one.
Yeah.
from this one, yeah, for sure.
I'll take it.
Okay. So you're going to this?
Actually, and I want to, basically stay right there and stay engaged with that one.
Okay.
So swing at me. take your attack.
I mean, technically, it can use its stinger, so it's going to try to sting you again.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah.
Just what do your birds do?
23.
Jeez! Okay, that hits.
Failing to attack.
Do I need another?
For 6 piercing, and then you got to make another Constitution save.
Gosh.
You could do it. You could do it.
Do I have advantage or anything?
You straight roll for me.
24.
So you make your save, but you still take 6 poison.
Okay. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, Val
You can
is.
feel this poison building up in your system.
Val's taking a bunch of damage, but basically he curves around, and with his action, he's going to lift up his rapier and stab the prone thing straight into the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack with advantage.
Thank you. Killing me, dude. 11.
That is not enough.
I miss, but then as I do that, and I just got stabbed, I was like, I really shouldn't have done that. And right where he was standing a moment ago, a silvery, not quite corporeal version of Val appears. Jing. And Cristobal, you see this too. Suddenly there is basically, it's like as if Val didn't move, even though you just saw him move a moment ago. And then this thing draws its sword, and with a fancy flourish to match yours, I'll even say like it kind of nods at you, and then with my ability Unleash Incarnation, it takes a thrust right at the bee to stay in flank with Cristobal.
Great.
Sure.
Come on.
So also rolled with advantage.
That's a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to re-roll that damage with my Piercer feat. Same. 9 points of damage.
Okay.
9 points of piercing on that guy. But you just see Val. You're literally seeing double, and Val just looks very confused, staring at this other thing. It was like, but yeah, Val is messed up at this point.
It's almost like a misty, shadowy clone of Val.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just wink.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Drek.
Drek, seeing. We're gonna decide using a d20. You see Drek look over at where Val and them is and seem concerned, but then also look at KoKo and decides to stay with KoKo. And moves over to the big husk.
Yep.
And attacks it twice with his warhammer.
Hit it.
Or his big maul type
big guy.
hammer. Grab another one there for you.
Those both hit.
Yeah, 20
Easily.
and 22.
Yes.
Nice.
Just so you guys know, the husk monster moves with this like lumbering, slow, they're not agile or fast monsters.
First one's 14 bludgeoning.
Woo.
Takes
Second
it.
one is 10 bludgeoning.
Woo.
So 24 total.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can, especially you, Saint, as he's throwing this maul at this large creature, you can see he is very strong. And there's a point where it looks almost as if he wouldn't even need the maul at all and could just rip this thing apart with his own hands.
Drek?
Yep.
Okay, it's the husk monster's turn. It is going to return the favor to Drek and smack him as hard as possible with its with its
Toes.
Actually, Drek's probably not smart enough to know this. When he hit with that maul, that husk needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
What?
As he does it, he goes, and a wave of fear seems to reverberate around him.
Well, it's a
He doesn't know
right?
that.
Yeah,
He doesn't know
yeah.
that.
I was gonna say.
I was like, it's undead.
Yeah, no, I get that, and that's why I was like, he would have done this because he doesn't
Yeah,
know.
no, that makes sense. So it uses one of those big, bloody, messed up, fleshy fists and just tries to slam Drek into the ground. Dirty 20?
Yeah, that hits.
So we're taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Plus another
Don't like these pluses. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of dice.
11 points of necrotic.
Oh, yeah.
And then you need to make a DC 12 Constitution save.
Come on, Drake.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a 14.
So bits and pieces of this creature's flesh come off of it when it punches Drek, and you can see it trying to bury itself, the pieces bury itself into Drek.
No!
And Drek just sloughs it off as opposed to letting them burrow in. It does still have its dreadful glare, so it's going to use that on Drek, actually.
He's immune for the next 24 hours.
Oh, that's because you already did it on Drek. You're right.
Yes.
So I'll do it on Saint. Saint, you get to make a wisdom save.
Against these shards embedding themselves in me?
No,
it's
dreadful
eyes.
glare. So it's just staring at you with this murderous hate.
Beautiful eyes.
Wisdom save.
Yep.
Come on.
You're probably pretty good at those.
Yeah.
Oh, you have advantage, Saint.
Ah, thank you.
From Idaho Judd.
Idaho Judd. Thank you. Oop, that was an accidental roll. Okay. Let's see what my wisdom save is. 18.
Nice.
That'll save.
Oh, jeez.
I forgot about the little one.
So the swarm of larvae is slow moving, but it does crawl towards the nearest living thing, which is Drek. The other husk is coming in behind the husk in front of it, and it's looking for some kind of avenue to get in on the fight. And then you can see it turn and look at the back of Val, as that's the only alleyway for it to go.
Cool.
That's its turn. That's the swarm's turn. The bees are going to go real quick. I think we only have two. No, we have two bees.
Yep.
There's one on the ground that's prone, is going to get up, but not fly.
Okay.
Just get up. And I think...
Give it 50-50, because I don't know if it would tell, could it?
What?
Which one is which? Oh, it can't attack him, actually. It's out of range. Yep, never mind.
Well, it hasn't moved yet. I think what's going to happen is this one's going to turn and attack Cristobal, and that one's going to attack the clone of Val.
Upsetting.
Okay.
So the clone is getting attacked twice. Once with the talons, which is a 18.
Hit.
So that makes it pop and
It immediately goes away.
Yeah.
Oh.
It only has 1 hit point.
Right, but you can bring it back.
Yep.
And then it tries to bring in its stinger, and it just sort of searches around for this creature that's no longer there.
Great.
Which is a great use for that ability. And then the other one is going to attack Cristobal. So its sword talon hands come. I'm rolling really well. 25.
Oh,
Yeah,
that hits.
Even with shield now, probably not.
Even shield, it'll only give me the
That's
20.
9 points of piercing. And then its stinger comes in to try to finish the job
This is the one you wanted to miss.
with a 18.
Shield, 20.
That'll stop it. So you bring your shield up at just the last minute as the stinger comes in and embeds in the wall of your shield, and you can see it trying to push it through. And that's where we'll go to intermission.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
That flew. Wow, okay.
Yeah. This is a tough fight.
No kidding.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a very brief break, but don't go away. We got plenty of action to come when you come back.
Bye.
Bye. I want to learn.
You can borrow the power of a god and influence the journey of our adventurers. Join forces with other watchers to drop a force of nature or a force of cosmos into our world. A trap, an advantage, a monstrous predator, or a portal to another dimension, where everyone is a talking sock hand. Force cards are unlocked level by level, each one increasing in power. You may dip your toe in godhood by purchasing a seed of nature or a spark of cosmos that will increase your force's strength. Or you may harness even greater power and purchase a mote of nature or a mote of cosmos and propel your force even faster to the next highest tier. Should you choose to affect the story of our adventurers, you can do so by using our custom extension to choose which side you're on, and maybe even help or hinder the player's dice rolls with an advantage or disadvantage while you're there. Use your powers wisely, Watchers.
Hi! Welcome back. Our party is in trouble. I'll just put it out there right away. But before we get back to how much trouble they're in, just an update on where we are in our Force of Nature and Force of Cosmos. We are 68% of the way to our level 4 Cosmos.
Nice.
Force of Cosmos. I'm just going to put it out there. When you start getting to 4 and 5, stuff gets crazy. So
has it been super normal?
yeah, I mean, it's been super normal and chill up to now. And we are 45% of the way to our first Force of Nature. So
there you go.
There it is.
And we are back in it. So the very last little bit was the bees attacking Val's clone, which made it vanish. And then another bee wounding Cristobal, but not severely. And we are back to Saint. Saint, what would you like to do?
Okay, she's gonna cast Shatter, center it between the larva and the 2 mud husks.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
a con saving throw
Get
from
all
you
3?
guys.
You might be able to get the 2 husks.
It's a 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So 20 feet across.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can do
she
it.
puts
Sure.
it right there.
Nice.
Sure.
that will also... No, just those. Actually, doesn't hit the stump or a tree either.
3 con saves. Nice.
Great. Well done.
Yeah, go ahead.
First con save
That'll make it for
for
sure.
the swarm,
Yeah,
for the husk,
Yes.
that'll fail.
and the other husk.
That'll make it. So it's make or break, right? It's not half damage? Or it is
No,
half damage?
they do take
Half
Okay,
damage.
so what was
yeah.
the damage total?
Full damage is 14.
Okay, so the
7.
one of the husks took full.
14.
Okay,
That would be the one behind the further back one.
okay,
And the other 2 took half.
okay.
Non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage.
It's thunder damage, right?
Yes.
The swarm's like, my wallet.
Yeah, the swarm, none of them are really carrying much.
This forest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know
But
what
the
I
swarm took the full amount? Whoa.
No, not the swarm. The husk.
Oh, the swarm
further
took
husk.
half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swarm took half.
Okay. Got it.
My friendship bracelet.
My spiritual weapon failed its attack. It rolled the same as last time.
You have advantage though from Gateway guys.
Yes. Come on.
That's even worse.
Oh no.
I used up all my luck in the beginning of the episode. So then Saint's going to use her movement and move around the back of the mud creature.
Put yourself in the middle of the two of them?
Oh my gosh. Yep.
Oh no.
Yep.
Okay.
And she will poke the one in the back with her hand, or maybe her shield, and then poke the other one with her warhammer and say, "Oi!" She's feeling the power of Vecna within her.
Oh, okay.
She's like, "Oi! I said, pick on someone your own size, huh?"
Okay.
That's her turn.
Cool.
See your Vecna.
That's when I'm hit.
It's when she's hit.
Yeah. Nice.
KoKo, it's your turn.
Wait, so did you use the
Not-
Vecna spring?
no.
She has to wait till she
She will.
gets hit.
Basically feeling the power.
Oh,
getting into
I see. I see. I
Making
see.
herself a punching bag.
KoKo.
Okay. Can you remind me what is the situation of the first husky guy?
He's pretty hurt.
Yes.
Pretty bad. Okay. I'm way over there.
Yeah.
But you have.
I mean, you have a longbow, so it's
Okay.
not really a problem unless you're
But
trying
you
to do
said
something
he was
close.
really huge.
He is big. It doesn't mean. I mean,
You don't
Did
have to
you
use
say
you
only
don't have to
medium
use
to
ensnaring
smaller?
strike.
no,
that
that's
was
with the
only for
ensnaring
strike.
strike
Oh, okay.
spell that you have.
Oh,
still
okay.
hit it with your bow.
Let's go with a bow then.
Yeah.
Let's go longbow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make him my favorite bow.
Okay.
Yes.
Marking him as his favorite,
Yes,
her favorite
Ranger.
enemy. Great.
So how do you do that?
Yeah.
That
I'm like,
one.
you. I want you.
Okay.
Drake's like, me?
No, Drake, not you. Duck down.
It's like blocking your point.
I'm like, no.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Drake.
Okay. Roll your shots.
Okay.
Okay.
Or sorry, shot. You have one shot. Because you're not.
Can't wait till level 5 when we
Yeah.
get to.
KoKo has advantage on this attack. From Idaho Judd.
Thank God.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank
Thank you, Idaho
God.
Judd.
Okay.
Okay.
This is an 11.
Super low armor class.
That's fine.
Oh, 16.
16.
that'll hit.
Yes.
So you got 1d8 plus 3 from the bow.
Plus a d6.
Plus a D4 and a D6.
Oh my gosh, I don't even
I don't
care.
know
Help
if
me get
It's
these.
2d4.
D4
right?
is-
D4 is
Is
favorite
D6?
enemy and dreadful.
You said D8?
No.
Oh, I thought it was a
yeah,
D6.
which is there.
No, she's longbow, so it's
And that's it?
d8 and 2d4.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you do.
Yep. Choose which one of those is psychic, because one of them is psychic.
Oh,
The purple one.
Okay, great.
That looks like a psychic
I agree. I
Pokemon.
agree.
Psychic Pokemon.
4 psychic.
Okay.
And
And plus additional 3. 15.
How much total?
15 total.
Okay.
So I'm your human calculator.
You point at this thing, you focus in on its chest, and when it looks over at you, you bring your arrow up and you sink it right into its head. Its head starts to split open,
Yeah.
and then its chest cavity, and then its abdomen, and then it erupts with necrotic energy.
Oh, that's gross.
So it is quite dead, but
Oh.
it does have an
Wait, it's
ability.
not dead?
Oh, it's quite dead.
Oh, okay.
is quite
okay.
But it does have an ability called bursting cavity. So when the husk dies, it explodes. Everyone within 10 feet of it must make a DC, I'm not going to tell you, make a Constitution saving throw.
Including the swarm.
Including the swarm, yeah.
Kill the
Yeah.
swarm.
Kill this one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the big
that's
one, the big one in the middle.
So it's going to blow up.
I don't think the one behind it has done anything. Or has been hit. Oh, it got hit by your shatter.
Is Otto in that range, or is Otto good?
5'10" is just outside.
Oh, I got in that.
Nope, you're good.
I got you. I got you.
It's just me. It's just
Otto
me.
and KoKo are just far enough.
Oh no.
Drac got a 23, or 21. excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jessica.
No, you do not.
Alright.
Oh my garbage.
That's a natural 1.
No.
So seconds after I go, hey! On your own size, it goes and splatters all over me. And what happens?
Yeah. So everybody that failed takes 5, 6, 7, 8 points of necrotic. Everyone that succeeded takes half, so 4.
That does kick in because it's the next attack by
Saint, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was going to happen.
It's all right. You killed it. Good job.
She did not actually say the words.
I don't think she has to. It's just the next attack.
Well,
right?
it's an attack. It didn't attack me. It just exploded on me.
I'll let him make the
Yeah, if you want to use it now, you can. But you
Okay,
don't
so it's
have
a
to.
choice.
Yeah.
I'd rather
The
save
card
it for
says next
a harder
Cool.
attack. Than
Great.
that, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I'll take the 7 points of damage, right?
Yeah. 8.
8.
Yeah. 8, or if you made your save 4. And the
How's that
swarm
swarm?
does actually take some damage.
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 1. Do I have to take extra damage?
No.
Don't ask.
No.
You're so honest and wonderful.
For those at home playing the newbie game, criticals allow you to do double damage, but critical failures on spell saves does not do.
Could you imagine if it did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I will
God.
say there are some things in this
Yeah.
where if you fail by more than a certain
Yes.
amount,
Yeah.
then extra bad stuff happens.
Oh, we remember the ghosts that hated everybody 50 years.
So
Yeah, some of us remember that real
The
well.
worst.
that was KoKo. KoKo, is there anything else?
True, good point.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh,
KoKo
yes.
and
You
So-
shot it and it exploded.
Yeah,
Okay.
it sure did.
Happens all the time.
Okay, I think. How big are these larvae? Like, I can't
The
tell.
smallest one is like a fingernail,
Oh,
and
like
the
one of
biggest
my
one
fingers?
is like a thumb. It's
But
a
it's a
swarm
swarm
of larvae.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine a mound
group
of
of
little
them.
baby bees that hatch, or wasps that hatch out of a hive, and then are just crawling across the ground towards you.
Okay.
Nope.
And so I can't shoot another bow at the other husky.
No,
guy.
you've used
So
your
I've used
action.
my action.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's what I have in mind. I would like to get the burlap sacks from Saint
Okay, so you're gonna
and
move
gunny
over to where
sack,
Saint
gunny
is.
sack up the larva.
You would have to move over to Saint.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can move to Saint and say, whatever you want to say
Yeah.
to her, so she
Give
can.
me your muffs.
Give me your burlap.
muffs.
And then if she wants to, she can just drop them, and then you can pick them up on your next turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Otto, it's your
Hey,
turn.
give me your clothes.
First of all, you're
The last thing that happened to Otto was that they killed the bee. And I think, KoKo, you yelled the sapphire, right?
Cristobal.
Cristobal yelled
yeah.
the sapphire.
Yeah.
I
Otto,
wanted to.
yeah. Otto doesn't know what that means, but has taken out the sapphire.
Okay. When you look into the sapphire, which you hadn't done since the ritual, you actually see a teeny tiny little wasp inside of the sapphire.
Ooh, it worked.
Whoa.
You have no idea when that happened.
it looks solid and
Like it's
stuck.
encased.
Like it's
Case,
crisp,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
in like amber or
Yeah.
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
Wow.
And since each round is only 6 seconds, would I still see the little wisp that happened?
No, I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
gone.
gone.
It's gone?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. That's already so much.
Information.
I think with everything happening, I am gonna go back underground.
And that wasp looks like a tiny version of these giant ones.
Cool.
So it looks like a bee, but wasp body.
Okay. I'm going to dig underground to go behind this big tree.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause it's
5,
15
10,
feet,
15, 20.
Oh, just
You'll have
15.
to use your bonus action if you want to go all the way out.
No, I want to go on the other that
Here?
side. Yeah.
Just 15 feet.
Oh, you're just going to go to here?
Yes.
Back to where you were?
Back
Okay.
to where I was, and
Great.
I'm going to use my crossbow to shoot at the bee
Okay. The bee that is
in front of
Engaged
Val.
with Cristobal?
partially
Okay.
frozen, or the bee that's untouched?
The sneak attack, for sneak attack purposes, the Cristobal one is
Right.
engaged. That one I'm not technically engaged with, correct?
Okay.
And the spiritual weapon doesn't count.
Yes.
Yeah, so then the one that's engaged with Cristobal.
Roll your shot.
Oh, here we go.
Another nat 20. Just do it.
Yeah, just another nat 20.
Just
No
kill
big deal.
all the bees, please.
Actually, yeah, you do get advantage because it's engaged in melee. Yeah.
That was such a bad
You're
roll.
right. That's why you get your
almost
sneak
nat
attack.
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 20, 18 plus 5.
23.
23.
That'll hit.
Yes.
Now roll your thousands of damage.
Rogues.
Well, wasn't
rogues.
a crit, so it's still just half a thousand.
Half of thousands.
So that is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
So
Plus your dex.
oh, sorry. 13 points of damage.
Okay. It's pretty badly wounded at this point.
Nice.
Yeah. So Otto takes out their like hand carved crossbow, aims it after popping up from the ground. So you would, if anyone is watching it, he popped out, he shot, and then I'm gonna use my movement, the rest of my movement, to hide, and I hide back into the hole.
Okay. Great.
Great.
Cristobal, it's your turn.
Val, you're on deck.
So out of the blue, this bee that this wasp that you're facing off with, gets struck from behind and it spins around and loses its focus on you for a split second, but then slowly turns back around towards you.
Okay. It looks pretty messed up.
It's pretty damaged, yeah.
All right. Cristobal is going to try and stab it again.
Okay.
Again, he says.
Yeah.
Are you gonna dance around a little bit before you try to stab it?
Please do.
Sure. So what he'll do is he will the crossbow bolt hits, and as the crossbow bolt hits and it like spins to look this way over his shoulder, Cristobal will pirouette and spin the other way.
Okay.
So as he comes to back around to look, he's like, "Oh wait," and then stab.
Okay.
You guys were dancing for a second.
Anyway.
Tiny dance. You have advantage from Idaho, Joe.
Idaho.
Come on.
Those advantages are really coming in
Yeah,
clutch.
really well timed, friends. Thank you.
Okay. I mean, it's a 14.
Okay.
No.
Oh, these bees are so hard.
Yeah,
to
the bees are fast.
Bees
The
suck.
husks are slow. Anything else?
Bonus action.
I'm gonna start throwing some fire at the bees.
Am I gonna? You're pretty messed up, right?
I am.
I'm all right. Then Cristobal is going to stay there.
Okay. Val, it's your turn.
Val's fought off a bunch of poison and a bunch of stabs at this point, so I'm going to use my bonus action Second Wind and try and
Great.
regain some health.
Great.
For, 12 HP.
Whoa,
Thank God, I
that's
love that.
huge.
It's
Yeah,
So
it's
bad.
1d10
nice.
plus constitution.
Yeah, it's nice, especially if your con's nice and high. Seeing Cristobal kind of dealing with all of this, I'm not engaged with this one, correct?
No.
I'm going to kind of curve around. I'll stay in front of this tree, but I want to
You're
get
going
basically
this way?
right here. Yeah. Right there.
Okay.
And then it's about 20 feet of my movement-ish. Maybe a little more.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, 20.
With that, Cristobal duck and another like breath weapon ice to both of them. They both need to make dex saving throws.
Valcorio, do you need advantage?
No, I don't need to roll.
Oh,
for
it's a
this.
save. Right?
Anything for us or no?
Nope.
They both failed.
Nice.
Yay!
4 points of cold damage for both of them.
4.
Yes.
Okay. That is not enough to take either of them out.
Yeah.
Does it mess up their wings?
Yeah, they're how they
No, because the water was already used
I see
earlier
what
on.
you're
So it was just because they were wet that I was having them do that.
Got it.
That's my action and bonus action. Jeez. What do I have? I have a couple more feet of movement. I don't want to strand you there.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one who has to take a moment.
Seeing the wizard basically boldly with his sword, I was like, all right. And I'll move right in.
They can both attack you.
Hopefully one of them chooses Cristobal.
Okay.
I mean, next turn, the other one can just move and attack me anyway. They're both moving perfectly fine, right?
This is true.
They got 60 feet of movement. I'm going to get attacked either way.
Okay.
Very true.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Kjack.
Drek
Oh, yeah.
He only cares about KoKo at this
Yeah,
point.
he does. I'm sorry, buddy. I tried.
KoKo's not in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. KoKo doesn't seem to be in trouble, although the thing's still bearing down on it, and the swarm is
There's
right
a swarm.
there.
There's one right there.
He also doesn't look that great himself. So he's gonna hit the swarm.
Okay.
That's gonna be super gross.
Yeah.
Crunch.
It's gonna be so smushy.
So gross.
We are straight rolls. Oh, we have a Spark of Cosmos from Cetar playing mini golf.
Enjoy, Cetar.
We are now 69% from our next Force of Cosmos.
Nice.
Drex first.
That's
cocked. You can roll.
A little bit better. 15
to hit the swarm.
15 to hit the swarm is a yes.
Yes.
And
just a
the
swarm.
second attack is better than that.
Yep. They both hit.
All right. They need to make a wisdom saving throw as again he goes. It's a bear growl, clearly made.
Why don't you roll your damage first?
Sure.
It might be
those bugs.
Smash those bugs. You can do it.
10 bludgeoning on the first,
So that gets reduced.
and 11 damage on this bludgeoning on the second.
So even though this swarm is like wriggling and writhing out of the way of this massive hammer, he slams it down with so much force that even the shockwave from the hammer is enough to kill enough of the swarm to where it dissipates.
Yay!
Yeah.
What does dissipate mean in this situation?
There's probably only just a couple left.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a couple little squirmy bugs
Ceases to be a threat.
wriggling around, but not enough to do any real damage.
Way
Wow.
to go, Drek!
Okay.
I don't
Husk.
need your bags anymore.
Never mind, Saint.
So the husk is going to go right in to this pocket.
Oh boy.
And
Saint is taunting
yeah, I know.
him
I know.
verbally.
It's definitely
He's
gonna.
taunting him verbally.
Hey.
It's gonna send
dummy.
one attack your way.
Skin is slightly less blue.
It sends one attack your way, and then it's gonna do its glare at who haven't I used it on? KoKo. KoKo, you get to make a saving throw.
Can Saint pull her shield out and block KoKo's face?
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
That's not how that works.
Actually, would have worked on Cristobal. Because Cristobal only has one eye. So.
Does KoKo have advantage?
I don't know.
Nope, straight roll as far as I understand.
You got it, you got it, you got it.
She does not have it.
I think we cheered you too much.
We cheered you too much.
I rolled, we brought you back.
So, fear washes over you to the point to where your body seizes up and you become paralyzed.
Oh no!
You don't take any damage, but you are totally paralyzed.
Is this something like that it's like a personal thing? Like I got so scared, like I couldn't handle it, or
Yes,
it's just like
it's a gaze attack, so
Okay.
it targets you specifically. It roars, its eyes turn like a beet red, and then you look into that horror, and again, the fear washes over you, and your body just seizes up. It's supernatural. It's not like a
Right.
You know, it's not like some big creature just yelling in your face. It's a supernatural
Okay.
effect.
Which wouldn't be great either.
So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
You're between your friends.
Yes. Okay.
It's
Okay, so you're paralyzed for one turn. So when the husk goes again, then your paralyzation wears off. I was like, wow, it doesn't stop. Okay, and then it swings its big meaty fist at you. Are you using your thing or no?
If it can hit.
It totally hits.
it's rolling very well.
Yes, it rolled. It rolled a 23.
Vecna, schmeckna. Bad boy.
So you use your card, and even though this big meaty fist slams into your shield, who has the skull right now?
I do.
The skull flashes and blinks, and there's a wave of cosmic energy that actually erupts out of your shield and blasts the husk backwards.
Oh,
wow. Yeah. And you use your card. That was a great use of that card because it does a lot of damage.
Nicely done.
And now the bees get to go.
Boo earns.
So this one is going to stay on Cristobal because it's still right in front of it, and then this one's going to turn and attack Val. So first things first, we're going to do the
stay to give you flanking.
attacks on Cristobal. Sword Talon, 16.
Nope. Shield.
And, because you're casting shield again.
Yep.
Okay.
I will cast it until I'm out of slots.
All day.
And then the Stinger is a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Can't shield that one.
Nope, not enough.
Okay. You take 10 points of piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw for the poison.
Come on, buddy.
Okay. Constitution saving throw, he says.
I didn't roll that well. So.
No, you didn't.
Oh, really? You didn't?
He's a wizard.
I don't have an advantage, right?
Sorry, buddy.
11.
That does not make it. So you take an additional 8 points of poison.
Cristobal passes out.
Okay. So this is what happens. The Stinger impales Cristobal. You see him jerk backwards, and you actually, Val, you see this. His soul leaves his body and goes into this bee as his body drops to the ground.
No!
He appears to be quite dead. Then Val, you get attacked twice. Both of those are terrible. I'm not even going to add them up. It's like an 8 and a...
That one.
Yeah, nat 1.
Okay, good.
So it lashes out at you with its talons and its stinger, and you're so taken aback about what just happened with Cristobal that you just kind of back away from this fight, and that's enough to avoid being stung.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that got intense quickly. Saint, it's your turn.
So if I want to pick up KoKo, that would be my action to carry her out?
I tell you what, I'll say it's not a full action, it's just a bonus action, but if you're gonna do that, it's more like you're just kind of grabbing onto her and pulling her, which means you'd only be able to move like a good 5-10 feet.
Man down, I've got a fancy wizard down over here.
Oh no! I also have a KoKo down over here. So
Are you down?
you're saying that I can? Okay, let me. So she's stiff as board.
Yes.
All right, so she's going to lean down, grab KoKo by the arm, and just fling her. If that can affect.
Yeah, you can push her. Sure. Well, it's more like twirl, twirl, flop on the ground.
I was gonna say with my eyes, I'm saying, Otto, I'm flying.
You essentially just do one of those, and she drops back.
Otto, shove her back if you can. And Saint will cast Thunder Wave from herself with her action.
Ooh.
So that's a
Saving throw.
15-foot cube originating from me. So what I want to do is I want to position myself in a way that will not hit Drek or KoKo, because I think I'm within 15 feet right now.
Flank there?
Yeah.
Flank should do that.
Curve around basically like this.
15 foot centered on her.
I mean, it might still hit Drek no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, it's an arc, so as long as she faces it at an angle, it's not going to hit.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Right there.
Do you want to be on the opposite side? Because you really would only need to be about here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's fine.
That will also hit the stump in the tree behind her. Just to,
Yeah, if you want to, if you care.
Any
I
residual
don't.
larva?
No, they,
I don't think
they
Saint
gone.
knows what hitting a stump will do.
Okay, sure.
So, yeah, so you roll a con save.
23.
Oh
All
my
right, so you take half of my 9 thunder damage.
So 4.
Okay.
Darn. And that's it.
Okay. KoKo.
Well, actually,
It's also pushed 10
I'm gonna
feet.
use the rest of my movement.
Oh, no, it's saved,
it
so it
saves.
doesn't.
Yeah, it's also huge too.
I'm moving back to protect KoKo from.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And all of you hear a go, go, go through that echoes throughout the woods.
Whoa!
In fact, this stump breaks apart from the damage as well.
Okay.
Because it was already badly damaged to begin with. KoKo.
I don't have a turn, do I?
Oh, you're
Does she get
paralyzed.
a
You're
save
right.
or
You're
no?
right.
Yeah,
Nope. It's not until the husk's turn. That's when she snaps out of it.
Got it.
Otto.
Okay. And seeing Cristobal go down,
I'm engaged with both of them, technically.
yeah.
Not only do you see him go down, but you see that blue light pour out of his body and go into the body of this bee.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attack the bee that stole his soul. And
Man,
I'm gonna
so risky.
yeah.
Well.
Oh, you're just gonna shoot it?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it. But I want to go half of the way because I
Okay.
want to be able to, if I were to kill it, to be there at the ready.
Right. Good.
Um,
I will say this: both bees are badly wounded.
Yeah.
So it's probably not going to take a lot to drop either of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially with the way you've been rolling damage.
But wouldn't dropping that one?
Do I have any advantages or anything?
I don't know. Does she?
It is engaged with me.
Octavius has advantage from Idaho Judge.
Way to go, Way to go, man. Come on.
Oh, okay. Both of these are great. So 22.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
22 hits.
Yeah. Roll plus your sneak attack. And you're shooting the one that has Cristobal's soul in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god.
Saved it.
That's a lot.
10 plus 14 points of damage.
Plus 3.
Yeah. 14, 15,
Yeah,
16, 17.
it's plenty. So you skewer this thing straight in its abdomen, and it wheels sideways, and it tries to fly away, and it loses steam and crumples to the ground, right next to Cristobal's body, actually, with a thwump. And then you immediately see Cristobal's little blue wisp of a soul start to leak out of its body.
Rest of your movement.
My rest of my movement with this like Sapphire just like running at the
Okay.
the wispy.
I need you to describe to me exactly what you're doing in this moment with the gem. It's very important what you do, so I need precise description.
So
already.
knowing that
Because it already has a little bee inside of it.
But you have more? I don't know.
no, so I have the gem in my hand.
Right.
And the light is leaving the bee. I'm going to, with one hand, put it on Cristobal's chest, and the other hand put my my sapphire up with the intention of using both the gem and myself as a conduit to place the soul back inside Cristobal.
Okay.
An owl bridge.
Yeah,
An owl bridge.
Or the other bee could
We
go
will
in.
get back to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Cristobal's a bee.
I like it. We'll get back to you. Cristobal, you are in another place. Val.
Yeah. Val has seen all of this happening and watches Otto rush up and basically does a quick flourish and tries to jab this remaining bee straight in the face.
Go for it. It is running on fumes.
That's gonna miss, and Val misses again, and then basically, and he gets angry, and then with a bonus action, again his echo appears on the other side of him, I'll use another Unleash Incarnation, and it will then just try to stab it right through the back with advantage because it's flanking now, probably.
Yeah.
Yes. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 16 to hit.
That'll do it.
Thank God.
Flanking with yourself.
For 13 points of damage.
So it's almost as if your attack was meant to distract it or draw its attention.
I'll even say this, like Val in frustration, like misses and makes a grunt in frustration, and then basically it's like it does it better and even sharper.
That's exactly where I was going. It doesn't have emotions.
No.
So in this instance, it just does it almost like a direct beeline at the back of the wasp and skewers it.
Beeline, everybody.
You see the little
heard it.
the little blue wisps of your clone's rapier pierce through it, and then as it unleashes or unsheathes the rapier from the bee's body, it wicks the goo away off of it with one flourish and then sheathes it and then stands there proudly looking back at you.
Yeah, Val takes a moment and is just kind of staring weirdly at this thing, staring at it, is basically
It looks like a more confident version of you.
Good job.
Oh my god, I love that.
No blue wisp of energy exits this bee.
Got it.
And anything else? That was your action and your bonus action.
I'm gonna stay there because
Okay.
in case Otto needs help.
Okay, Drek.
Drek says, "KoKo, get up!" And attacks the husk twice. 20 to hit the first one.
Oh, that'll hit.
8. It's 10. 10.
That does not hit. Dang. It's the first time someone's missed the husk.
Congrats.
He's distracted by KoKo.
No, you missed with one hammer before.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Way to rub it in, KoKo.
No, you're right. You're righty.
15. Excuse me. 5.
Fast. Very different.
Very different.
What?
10 less.
Drek gets a nice glancing blow on this husk, and you can see it starting to tear and break apart at the seams. It's the husk's turn.
As a bonus action, he will attempt to grapple.
Really?
Yeah.
Drek's gonna try
He's
to.
got,
grapple
he has
the
an
thing.
ability called Bear Hug.
Yeah, he does.
If Drek hits a creature with a melee attack, it can grapple the target as a bonus action.
Cool.
And powerful build, so I count as the same size.
Do all Ursakka have that?
Bear Hug? No. Not that I remember.
Dirty 20. Beat that.
Come on.
Come on, Ron.
Do I have advantage? Do I have advantage? I don't.
You got it. Come on, Drek. Pretty good.
20. Dirty 20.
Roll off.
Go. DM versus DM.
Dirty 20 again.
18.
Don't get a roll off of Jared.
Jared. Kjack.
Yeah, so coming back with a vengeance. So Drek lunges at this thing, wraps up its leg, twists, and you can actually hear bone and sinew snap. But all that allows the husk to do is pivot its already janky, messed up hip and rebalance itself so you're not able to grapple it and to tangle it up.
Fair.
It, however, definitely does not like that and is going to try to punch you in the face.
Like it.
I guess that's okay.
Punch you in the face.
And I'm not rolling well on that.
Thank God.
I feel so bad.
13.
I'm so sorry, Jared.
No. That's a miss.
And I can't use my glare on anybody because nobody's.
We've all been glared at.
We're all wearing
Your glare does not work
It's the
here.
husk's turn, and the swarm's dead, and the bees are dead. Okay. Saint, it's your turn.
Okay. She's gonna hit it with a guiding. Actually, should we go all the way? No, we need to save our heals for everybody.
Yes.
Save the heals. So I'm gonna. Am I far enough away to make a ranged attack against this, or do I have to do melee?
You're pretty much engaged.
It'll take an attack of opportunity on you if you try to back away.
Okay, so I have to hit with melee.
Yeah, hit it.
Okay, so
You do know
You
that
can hit
this-
with range, it'd be disadvantaged on
Yeah.
the attack, though.
That's true. You also know that this thing explodes when it dies.
Oh God, good
Oh, I
point.
do know that.
Totally know that.
Does it look like it's close to exploding?
Yes.
Oh, right. So maybe I should back away. I will back away.
Okay. It
Yeah.
will attempt to punch you.
Or you can
Okay.
disengage.
But it doesn't matter, right?
What?
You could use your action to
Oh, you can disengage.
If
That's
you
your
want.
action, though.
But I want to hit it.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah.
shouldn't you Vecna Schmeckna it?
It
That's
only
just
lasted
one.
for one.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
that was the whole battle.
No, that would be.
I think I'm immune forever from undead.
forever.
Yes, that's a level 3
Yeah.
It's a
Cosmos
forever
23.
card.
That is.
Okay. So 9 points of bludgeoning
Woof.
and
Woof, woof, woof.
13 points of necrotic,
22.
Oh my gosh.
and then make a con save.
What?
Yeah.
It's a huge giant
very
that's
big.
undead that's putting all of its force into punching.
I should have just taken the splash damage.
Maybe.
All right. Con saving throw?
Yes.
Come on.
Ay, ay, ay.
Come on.
You
Any
are at a
advantages?
straight roll.
Please. That's a 6.
Any bonuses?
No.
Okay.
There's 2 people that get dropped.
So remember how I said that there were those little bits of flesh that come off of it?
Oh no.
And they try to wriggle inside of you it hits you, well, one of those gets inside your body.
Oh my god.
And as you look down, you can see that part of your flesh is already starting to decay. As if you're rotting from the inside out. Yeah.
At least run away from it now. You took that attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Run away.
Yeah. She's backing up. She's next to KoKo to protect KoKo, or so she thinks, because she's delusional.
What?
And
What happens with the bug inside?
Can you move further away?
I mean, if we can kill it.
I mean, it looks like I think that she's seeing that it looks like it's close enough that she could hit it and kill it.
Yeah, I mean, unless you roll bad on your damage, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Unless I miss.
Yes.
True.
Which I definitely could. Do I wanna test my luck? Yes, I do.
Do it. What are you hitting it with?
I've had enough bad luck for one day, right?
It's very easy to hit.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, this is guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt.
Love it. Do it.
Yes.
That hits.
18. Yes.
It hits.
Yes!
All right. 46 radiant damage.
Roll it.
You want me to roll it?
Yeah.
Get it.
46.
Get
I was
it.
like, that's a huge
Yeah.
guiding boulder.
46.
Guiding boulder is what that is.
Ooh, it's a good spell.
16.
The same spell, just
16 radiant.
It's not weak to radiant. It has a very specific vulnerability, which you guys have not figured out yet.
Dang.
Well, now the
So
next
it
attack.
is. You shoot this bolt into it. The radiant energy wraps around it, and you can see right where all the radiant energy kind of absorbs into its chest. That's where it starts to bubble and boil, and you can see its chest starting to expand outward, almost like a balloon inside of its skin.
So good.
Drek goes, uh-oh.
The next attack will surely hit. We'll have advantage.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And the next attack will surely destroy it.
Good point.
KoKo.
Okay, I can get up?
Yes. So on the husk's turn,
Get it, baby.
Your-
Get it. You can do it.
your fear finally subsides. So you've had maybe all of 2 or 4 seconds to take in everything that's been happening around you. You probably don't know about any of this because you were so terrified of what was in front of you.
Okay. So I get
Happy mood, Stan.
Oh, that was so rude! And gets up. So I need to move toward him. Can I? No.
It's gonna blow up.
Oh, it's gonna blow up. Okay, I use the
You're dying, and you know, because you've already seen it happen once, that when it's destroyed, it does blow up.
Okay,
Pops
so
like a balloon.
Drek will get hit.
Why me?
Sorry, Drek.
He's a big boy.
And then I'm gonna
He
use
looks
my
at KoKo.
bow.
Do it.
I'm gonna use my bow.
Okay, so you're backing up and shooting.
You get advantage because it's glowing from guiding bolts.
Next to you, Saint is bleeding heavily into the snow,
Oh
leaning
my
on
gosh.
her shield. She's very, very, very badly hurt.
Drek is also bleeding into the frozen tundra, frozen permafrosted ground.
And there's no way. Okay,
got it.
I gotta make a shot.
You can do it.
Bahata will save me.
You get advantage.
Oh, okay. Oh.
But
What was the other one?
11.
It hits.
So 16.
Yeah, its armor class is 11. It
Okay.
hits. Yeah. I'm not even gonna have you roll
Let's say
damage.
D8,
Okay.
So you pop the bubble with your arrow, and instead of the bubble just being a little pop, it erupts, and bits of larva and flesh and bone and carapace go raining down in a 10-foot arc, hitting Drek. Sorry. Drek gets to save. It's a Constitution save.
Okay, at least
You're good at that. You're good at that. Come on, Drecky. Come on, Drecky.
Oh yeah. We're gonna call that a 22.
So that's a save. And you still take the 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you in bad shape?
Okay, he's in bad shape for sure.
The husk drops to the ground, dead again.
Saint drops to the ground too.
So this is perfect because we're out of combat, but Otto's turn is next.
Is that all I get to do?
Is there something else you'd like to do?
Wait, yeah. Oh, because these guys are all dead.
They're all dead.
Yeah,
But
we're out of combat.
Oh, okay, okay.
But Otto
Yeah.
is hopefully saving Cristobal.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out.
Oh, cause Nothing.
So, Otto, you place your hand down on Cristobal's heart. You're holding this gem. You look up at his spirit, and you plunge your gem and your hand into that spirit. There is no spell for this, but your gem is designed to channel and also encase magic. Part of that ritual that happened inside of the village leaked into that gem. And that's why you had that little bee or wasp inside of that gem. So you unfortunately have to make two very important rolls. One is to channel the bee's essence out of the gem so that it's no longer encased inside of it so that it's free.
Okay.
And then the second is to get Cristobal's soul inside of that gem. There isn't really like a good role for this, but I feel like the one that would make most sense for you, being who you are and who your character is Arcana. Does that seem fair to you?
Yes.
Okay, great.
You have advantage from Mighty Mindful.
So the first roll of getting the bee's spirit out is relatively easy. It's a low DC.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
That is 9.
Okay.
Did you roll with advantage? You have
Oh,
advantage.
oh.
You have advantage.
Oh, okay. 18.
It's much better. So you're able to channel the bee's energy out. I actually wasn't going to have you fail, but you're going to absorb the bee into yourself. But because you rolled so well, because you rolled so well, you're not going to get the bee inside of you now. So what
Thank
happens is
God.
the bee spirit gets pulled out of the gem and essentially evaporates, much like all of the other souls and spirits have thus far. The next roll is going to be a harder DC, and that's you plunging the gem into Cristobal's spirit and willing it into your gem.
Val is right there. Can I
Cristobal.
help her?
I don't know how you would, because you don't even necessarily have Arcana.
No.
So if there's
yeah,
something that you're thinking of that I'm not thinking of, that you could use.
I think I'm just probably propping up the wizard, propping up Cristobal, basically like, holding him right there, helping Otto out as much as possible because
Having a romance.
they're
novel
small. Yeah,
moment.
more like a pietà. Yeah, like trying to like keep him there
Okay.
and hold him in position for whatever Otto needs.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. I
Okay.
don't think this is skull related, so I don't think I'd pull out the skull.
Okay.
Is there anything else? No.
Could try. That thing is magical. You know it is.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. I think literally,
We have
without
many
even
magical items.
without even knowing, Val is gonna pull out this skull and just hope it works and basically hold it there.
Okay.
Kind of
If his
over
soul
the-
splits, doesn't know which one to go into.
Scared.
Yeah. Split. You're dead. You're dead.
You're dead. You're dead.
Do I have advantage on this roll?
You do not.
Okay.
Come on.
It's a straight roll here.
What is an Arcana again?
It's Arcana. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is Cristobal about to die?
You might.
That is 12.
Okay. So it's not going to work. However, I will give you a second opportunity if you are willing to use the skull as a part of your ritual. It will definitely increase the risk factor to you.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Roll again.
Okay.
Otto places their hand on the skull as you pull it out, and a little 2 arcs of energy, one purple and one green arc out of the eyes into her hand, into their hand,
So stressful.
traveling through their body.
Okay. This is the last shot. We could do it.
Come on.
And
Yeah.
What was the roll?
9.
Okay. So you plunge the gem into Cristobal's spirit. You call upon the skull. You are willing to sacrifice quite a bit to make all of this happen. And the skull itself breaks the connection, almost as if the skull is deciding on your behalf that it's not going to let it happen. And that's when you look down at Cristobal's body and you can see his chest fluttering and you can see the reflection of his mirror poking out from beneath his shirt. And Cristobal's spirit floats up and then zips down into the mirror and gets absorbed.
Because the mirror absorbs and channels energy.
And there is someone behind that mirror that is making that choice for you.
I wish it was you.
That's the.
I mean, you.
I think that's a great place to end it.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah. I think that's a great place.
So the final moment is all of you doing everything that you can to save his soul, and his soul actually gets absorbed into the mirror of Lumbra. And that's where we're going to end it.
I mean, it was also one of those where you were seeing his soul dissipate, and then there's a last minute of this soul sucking into the mirror. So clearly not gone, but...
Well, and I'm a cleric. I should be able to fix this. I'm like an expert at saving souls, right?
I know how to
Right?
fix this. I get it.
That's like my thing. Sing a little prayer.
So,
Sing a song.
yeah.
Sing a little song.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's good. That
was such a great...
Yeah, that was a
such
great fight. And that was
Great
challenging. And I loved your choice.
Yeah.
I wanted to give
Strong.
it to you. Yeah. So that's not all.
Nope.
At the end of every show, we play a fun little game where normally it's fun and exciting and everyone does it with a smile. I'm sure because we're all highly trained actors, we'll pull that off. So first things first, we're going to read out the names of Team Force of Nature. This is from Sexy Hodgepodge.
Yes.
Sexy Hodgepodge would like us to read out the Team Force of Nature names like an Apple convention talking about the new features of the iPhone 23.
Is this Team Force of Nature?
This is Team Force of Nature.
Okay.
Take it away.
We're so thrilled. We're so thrilled to be introducing the newest line of the most streamlined, beautiful products that Apple has ever produced. That's correct. I'm going to introduce now our engineer, Breba, who will be talking all about the new Beaker Par edition of the iWatch XXX7L23.
Oh, hello. Yes, this new technology. It's wonderful. The kitty scratches. Tell them the kitty scratches.
They're... Okay, so we made improvements upon this technology based on your past decisions. And,
Yes.
the Gold family really had a lot to do with it. Let's give them a round of applause. Yes. Yes!
Is there going to be an upgrade to the Fenderil aspect of the device?
Oh, I'm so glad that you brought that up. Throwing it back to you now.
Yes, we have installed so many just jewels to make the processor move faster.
It's very shiny. It's very pretty.
And it's made completely in an ethical way.
So ethical. So ethical.
That's it. Thanks, everyone. That's the new Apple Watch. Ethical.
So ethical. So.
Your past decisions.
Apple really took a turn.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I've been learning from their mistakes.
We started running out of ideas.
10 more editions of the iPhone. Who knew? Great job. So for Team Cosmos, Kevin Mahoney wants a political debate that has gone off the rails. He even cast it. He said the cast is a moderator and at least 2 candidates. So political debate that has gone off the rails.
Candidates, do not make me mute your microphone.
Listen.
I will mute your
I
microphone.
just am down to clown right now, so I would like my opponent to simmer down.
Okay, well, let's talk about how you like to abracadabra all of your opponents.
Listen, I'm so glad I could come.
Senators.
I'm so glad.
I represent the Corbin plate.
All right, give me a Lincoln break, lady.
Okay.
This is not what our constituents and our voters want. They think we're nuts. I think I'm nuts.
I'm one of you. I think I'm nuts.
I am just like you. Just like you. Vote for me.
This November, vote for me.
I won Miss America once.
We're never doing this on Fox News ever again.
That was scarily close to our real political situation. So that was very real.
I actually think that was more civil.
Yeah, fair enough.
Straight up
Fair
reading a
enough on that
transcript.
one. Wow. Well done.
Tough times. Tough times. I'm glad we can laugh after that.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, that is our episode for this week. Just as a note, we are off next week.
Oh no!
We'll be back on the 21st, and by we, I mean Jared. I will be getting married. So I will not be here. But I am sure excited to see what happens in 2 weeks' time.
You're gonna get married.
Well, yes, but I meant like what happens to all of you in 2 weeks' time. And until that time, thank you everyone for all of your donations. We appreciate your interactivity with the show. If you're a Patreon supporter, thank you. If you're just a watcher of this show, we could not do any of this without any of you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And until next time, humankind, be both!
Just do it.
Bye. Just do it.
Just be
both. Just be both. Just be both. It's easy.
One step and then another. Blessed are those who wander, branching, reaching. Depths of the forest are calling. Well, path will end before the journey has begun. Eyes to the sky, and you might find your way. Let fear ignite a light and shine another light today.